This Facebook Live is sponsored by Andy Kinnison Photography. Weddings, senior pictures, and portraits. He does it all. Contact Andy Kinnison Photography to book your photography session today. Look for him on Facebook and Instagram.
I didn't know we were dating.
Tracy says she knew something this was going to happen.
Okay,
Crazy.
Thanks, Tracy. You should have pre-warned us.
All right.
No, she said you.
There we go.
Yay.
Audio.
We're back.
Tracy says she knew something this was going to happen.
always
lag
with the
time.
technical
So yeah,
difficulties.
Tracy, she didn't know this was gonna happen, but thanks for the joke.
Oh, the mouse is right
No,
No,
I
we're
said
good.
there was an electrical issue in the house
Yeah,
when I
there
got
is an
here.
electrical issue, and but Tracy wouldn't have known that. Yeah. So really welcome, hello everybody.
What's
For
up,
real
guys?
this time.
Hello.
Let us know if the sound goes off again because we don't have sounds on our phone. But yes,
We are.
I'm
We'll be
watching,
checking
I can
these
we
see
like
have a
normal
special
guys.
guest with us
Just
today.
I can see
Put your
it.
comments, questions,
Say who you
name
are.
it.
Say who you are.
The usual.
Say who you are.
Hi, I'm Michelle. And I've been roped into this crazy shit with these guys.
Oh look,
Yo,
it came
look
up.
at-
Look at that.
Yay!
That's Michelle. That's Michelle.
So exciting.
I had to look at
I'm
my
so
notes 'cause
impressed.
These are new.
He's like, he sets up these cool little things on his keyboard. I don't know how he does it. I'm just here to make the laughs happen. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's my job.
they're new, so I wasn't sure.
But yes, so
Well, perfect.
when it comes up later, I know my name's not on there. It's not shade, and I'm not fired, Mandy, because I just wasn't there last night because I was in Mackinac,
Yeah,
and
Mandy.
I got back just in time. That's why I'm still
Two-timing.
wearing my cool up
She's
north
two-timing
pants
us.
because that's all I had time to change was my shirt. So
Hey Jennifer, nice to see you again.
hi everybody.
What's
Everybody.
Who's there?
We've got lots of people. We got 13 people watching.
My
right
tribe
now.
out there?
I will. Tammy Shaw, Amber. Not gonna.
Yeah, that's one of my girls.
Amber Lee and Jennifer from last night, who I also know. Mandy, Jeremiah, Ron, and I think that's and Andrea.
Andrea's not showing up on mine, but
Yeah. So I don't know if they're all still on there because I can't look at like a list.
Right.
But anyway,
Well,
So-
thanks for joining us.
yeah.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, House
you're
was
welcome.
watching.
Welcome to the
You're welcome.
basement.
It's,
Yeah, this is. You couldn't hear us before,
right.
We were
But-
saying bad things
okay.
about you guys anyway.
Yeah.
It's okay.
So it's alright.
but this is my basement. Well, the
It's
section
really-
that you get to see.
Yeah. It's not mudded and taped or anything, but
We have so much room for activities.
Some of it is
Oh, I just touched my hand.
mud.
typically
Mud.
I would just put tapestries all over it that say go see hauntings, you know.
Well, I'm gonna put a green screen up around it.
It's gonna be
but I don't
fancy,
have the
guys, when
money
it's
for
all
that.
done. But
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
for now, it's way really cool. It's not as comfortable as Jeff's living room, but
Right.
he can control the lighting a little bit better and stuff for
I
us.
sure
So you're
can.
saying
we
he's
can
a
look-
control freak.
So we can look as beautiful. So he wants to make us sure we look beautiful.
I will. If I could mute you, I would.
Yeah.
I would, but
I
I
know.
can't because it would mute.
He's
all
been
of
trying
us.
to figure out how to mute me for a year now, so
I'm not scared.
It's not gonna happen. Good luck, Jeff.
He doesn't like it because I pick on him. I pick on him because he's easy.
Oh. I mean, she said it.
She agrees with
I'm
Yeah.
me.
not- I'm not that easy.
So yeah, guys, so you're watching. You can ask questions about whatever you want, but please don't ask Michelle to read you. That's not going to happen over the internet. If you
No.
want to, information will be coming across the screen about how to schedule a private reading.
Absolutely fabulous.
See,
That is so
we're
cool. Thanks, Jeff.
professional.
You're welcome.
Jeff did that. I didn't.
Wow.
Yeah, I just know
Thanks for the
about it.
compliment, John.
Aw.
But you know what else?
What?
You can find me in action on Ghostly Hauntings YouTube channel doing table tipping
Are you
with my other
serious?
friends. I am so serious.
Oh my god, guys, that's so exciting! Go to our YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Not right now.
Yeah.
Not now.
Wait.
Afterwards.
2 hours
Yeah,
from now.
Yes, Mandy, he's wearing shoes.
I'm not.
I was gonna take mine off, but I was
Has
afraid.
drywall on it yet.
My feet are dirty. Enjoy.
The stairs still have like. I wouldn't recommend. it.
Yeah, down
Is that
there.
the smell I smell?
Yeah, it's my feet. You're welcome.
Damn, Kim.
But yeah, coming
I still
downstairs,
feel
you have
like
to
we
wear
need like a
shoes.
table.
Well, we're getting a table. We're getting
No,
one.
we're good. Maybe I'll
it's
donate you a
getting there.
table.
Oh, no, I'll take a donated table.
Derek Green says, "I'm on the channel now."
What's up, Derek Green
He
from
says tip,
California?
whatever tip means.
And
Derek's
whatever
California.
Says
Derek
table tipping.
What? Oh,
Yeah.
watch my video, dude. You're supposed to be watching them.
Love
He's
the
like, more
content,
ghosts.
more ghosts. We'll see what we can do for you to bring more ghosts.
I've had enough ghosts today last week.
Jeff has a cool new piece of equipment that's supposed to like amp shit up for us, so it's been
Yeah.
working pretty well
It has.
so far.
I
Okay,
don't,
yeah.
I don't have it running right now though, so
What is
No.
that little thing that was next to the spirit box?
it was an EM pump.
I want that.
All right, I'll send you the thing.
All right, thank
We're
you.
done.
I don't
It's
know.
all about making connections.
It
friends.
really does work.
I've clearly impressed her.
Uh oh, Mandy left
Ditto.
yesterday to get grilled cheese.
Yeah, what?
Damn.
What happened?
I hope it was delicious, Mandy. I hope it was worth it.
What
Grilled
did she
cheese.
do?
Oh, yeah, she did. She left last
to
night.
get grilled cheese. Apparently.
She did.
I don't know. I was busy. I was
Yeah, I read
asleep,
that.
and then there was fireworks outside of my hotel room all of a sudden, and I was like,
Why are we
"Whoa."
flashing?
I don't know. My button got stuck.
That was really
It
cool looking though.
happens.
Look, apparently nothing likes to go right with these.
No,
I
our
don't
lives
know.
Okay,
are
so
always an adventure.
Once again, I'm going to explain to you
Say it.
that there is an entity in this house that is messing with the frequencies of all of the electronic things you have running.
I'm
and
not
operating.
surprised.
Well, then they just do it when I'm doing this because everything else
No,
is
because
fine.
they also talk to your Alexa, and they put.
Well, yeah, that was Tom though. That was
Yeah,
cool.
that was probably Tom.
Doesn't matter who it is, it's still, it's still happening.
It was Tom the other day.
No,
when he
Derek
asked
Green,
for
I
his
did not
stuff.
book with Green's Travel because my friend said, "Hey, come on this trip with me," and I was like, "Bet."
Hey, Derek, you know what you could do?
You could book
You could
a.
ask me to
Who's
Sponsor?
Derek?
give you a sponsorship.
He's his
That's
friend in
my
California.
California.
Tunes in all the time.
Ooh, can we go to California and do a haunt?
Yeah, he
If
said
I
we could
can.
stay with him.
If you want to pay for it. My money's tied up in
Hey,
this
you're,
basement.
I'm
Kim
sorry.
says. Kim says you're looking good, Michelle.
Oh, thanks, babe.
We agree.
It's the magical makeup.
I'm not here for that.
Jennifer says it's like the little boy from last night screwing with your phone, Jeff. Is that a thing that happened? I missed
Yes.
it.
It did, Kim.
Oh my
I
god.
didn't have a good
I
signal.
had,
I couldn't
I
watch.
had,
I was
had
so
my
bummed.
phone on the gimbal over there,
Uh-huh.
and everything was going great.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, because I was charging it and
Yeah.
it hadn't done anything, all of a sudden it was just like.
It was like, bye.
Like all over
But
the
it's kind
place.
of when
I
you took
couldn't
it
get
back
it to
because
fix
I
it.
had it for a bit and I was fine with it. So
Yeah,
someone
I
went
was
Yeah,
and
using
last
it.
night
I
was
was-
pretty crazy.
I was using it
We
all
saw
night,
a lot
basically.
of activity.
That's
Um,
pretty cool because
And yeah, that's the only
I'll have to
thing.
watch it
And
later.
then they were messing with something else. What was it?
My question is when do we get to see these playbacks?
I'm gonna.
Linda, mom wants to know how you can get rid of the entity. We don't necessarily.
I don't want to.
Well, why would you want to get rid of the entity, Miss Linda?
She-
Mom's protecting her son. It's her
Yeah.
job.
But it's not going away.
I
'Cause
still,
if it
I
is what
got,
think it
you
is-
got some stones from me, didn't you, that you take when you go and
Mhm.
you sage.
I've got my stones.
No, you don't sage. You should sage once in a while, just keep
Yeah.
it clean.
All right.
Just
So
like you
it's
say,
a
they
lot
stay out
more
of your
work than I
bedroom.
want.
Well, true. And once again, it's all about intention.
Yeah.
So you have the same mindset I have, as I know I'm going in and I'm not getting demonized and I'm not getting.
Amber says maybe it's the spirit saying, "Hey, you keep looking everywhere else for ghosts. Why not ask how I'm feeling?"
What?
Amber
Little
says
Amber.
maybe
Let
the
me see
spirit.
this.
Maybe the spirit is saying, "Hey, you keep looking everywhere else for ghosts. Why not ask how I'm feeling?" Actually, Jeff does talk to the spirits in
Yeah.
his house quite regularly.
Yeah,
He does. I think they're
Um,
his only friends besides us.
me.
You know what? I need you to leave. Right now. You are no longer a special guest here.
Aww. It's okay, honey.
But yeah, no, we do. And whenever I come, I always make sure I say hi to them and then bye to them when I leave. So we don't ignore Jeff's friends' spirits. And then
No, they didn't
usually
like me.
they come with us on investigations also.
Yeah,
Yep.
they were
So-
there last night.
They were
They're
with us
ghost
last night,
hunters.
Because I had my crowd. Oh my god.
I think he has
My
to be
cloud of cold around me.
Yeah.
My shroud.
So yeah, all our peeps, our ghostly peeps, they're well
They're
attended
pretty
to.
sweet.
Don't worry about them.
They're pretty sweet.
They're
I like
cool
them.
peeps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like them.
Mandy asks how many videos you've been slacking on Jeff to finish your
Hey Mandy,
basement.
shut up.
Hey Mandy, he's working on it.
Yeah. Do you see this basement
It's
now?
about to be haunt season too, so he's gonna be twice as busy.
Do you,
So it's coming.
do you see how this basement looks
Look
right
how
now?
good it looks, man.
Yeah. Well, the section
We'll give
you
him
can
a break,
see-
but he really needs to get to editing because we really need to see some stuff that we picked up.
Yeah, we'll get some more good videos for you,
A couple
and then
different- I mean, if I need to come over and take care of whatever, just so you have time.
If
You want me to send food? You can answer the door. The delivery guy, leave it on the porch.
whoa, I'm gonna set up for that deal.
Right?
You
Yeah,
gotta
I'm
do
not
your
editing
video
any
editing.
videos.
No, you gotta do your video
I don't know
editing.
how to
I
do
need an
that.
apprentice that doesn't get paid.
Teach me your ways.
That doesn't sound
just
very
to,
good.
Just to
That
go
sounds
through the
naughty.
footage and sync it up.
Technology doesn't like
naughty.
him.
Yeah.
I would love to learn how
Thank
to
you,
do
Jennifer,
that.
for your support. We
So,
appreciate you.
I want to buy a camera like you have
Don't
too.
forget
That's
if you
why
have
I just sent you
questions,
that
feel free
thing.
to ask because we're
Yeah,
just gonna talk
well-
unless.
But I find it's
You
more
guys ask
fun when you do all the
questions.
videoing and we get to walk around and do all the feeling.
Yeah, that's fine. I
Yeah,
mean, I
he
don't
gets to
mind.
do the fun part.
Since
I don't
you
Jeff
mind
has
don't
to do
feel
the work.
anything.
Jeff has to do the work. We do the fun part.
All right,
sucks
so
for
that's
Jeff.
it for tonight.
No, it's
I can't take this anymore.
Yes, you can. You're fine. All right,
So-
we'll let you talk. Now you ask
So
questions.
what do we
you want to
usually
know?
go, what have we been up to
Yep.
since we have been for our last live? Anna, what have you been up to?
Oh.
Hanging out at my house.
Working.
Yeah, I've been hanging at Michelle's for one.
Good times, good times. Nice place. I've been there.
It's
Smells
the
great.
normal, sort of.
Smells great.
You know, I've
Smells
gone through some
great.
training
Says
with in my new position and everything at my main job. You know, I'm finally getting to utilize that a little bit more. Trying to, you know, we're getting ready for the haunt season, so I've been up there.
Yeah.
Over at Michelle's, we've been doing some of the ghost huntings. Obviously, we've gone out on a couple of those in the between here and last month. So
It's been
yeah,
pretty
it's
good.
been kind of
Anna's
crazy,
been
guys.
busy. Anna's been busy. Jeff, what are you doing? What are you up
Right
to?
now, I'm texting.
Well, I know that, but what have you been up to? Anything
Who are you
exciting?
texting? Who's more important
I
than
know
us
who's
right
texting.
Well, not you. You're irritating me right now. I'm just kidding.
Poor pumpkin.
I've been finishing
Get
up
used to it.
this basement.
That's true. Jeff
Looks
has been very
fabulous.
busy
It's in working.
on our
proud.
headquarters.
It's been in working order now with little things
pretty
left to do.
One of these bright lights.
Yes.
They're very bright, but all
you
the better
see
to
the
see you
pores?
with. You look
Yeah.
great. Look. You look.
Well, honestly,
You look good.
I wear glasses and I
Oh,
can't see
so
that
just take
far.
my word for that.
Um,
I'm looking at you, girl.
But you know, it's been working my
I
normal
love with you.
my normal adult job. You know.
Oh, you have one of those. Yeah.
Yeah, they have real jobs.
Well, I have a real job too. I just don't look at it like that. I mean, I sell rocks. You know.
That's true.
So-
That is fun. I love rocks.
Everybody likes a good crack rock every now and then.
You know.
But
mean,
no,
I wasn't
it's just
gonna-
been my basement and not sleeping very well.
What's wrong, Jeff? Your back
No.
bothering you?
No, I don't know what it is.
Are your ghostly hauntings sleeping with you and keeping you awake at night?
No.
Yes,
I
Tracy,
don't
it was a big project, let me tell you. She says, you've been working on the basement for as long as I've been talking to you. That's true, but it's a big project.
was
When
huge.
when
It
he
was.
first started, there was walls up, there was individual rooms in here, there was paneling and ceilings and stuff, and he had to tear it all down,
And then
basically
you had a
to
couple snafus along
the
the
boards.
way.
Yup, I had a couple
Yep.
snafus.
and start over. So it
Which
wasn't.
one-
we're
which-
proud of
which-
you.
Which one of them was good? Because I needed that snafu.
What?
Because I found
Yeah.
the
Oh,
water.
water.
That's true.
yeah.
That's true. So yeah, it has been a process, but he's also only one dude. And I came one time, and he's had a couple other people coming to help him. But
My dad
it's been
loves
a
it.
process. So yes, it's
Kids
true.
are awesome.
Although,
Yeah.
you know, but it'll get there. We're getting closer, friend.
Yeah.
We're getting.
Now I just need more money, which brings
Which
us
is
to,
where you guys
to the
come
next
in.
thing.
to the donations that you can do through PayPal, or
Yes, we're aware that
which
drywall's
will get
mean,
you a
but-
cool sticker.
Yeah.
Do you have Venmo?
Yes, I have that too.
We have all the things. You can send us money.
And
Buy a shirt. Look,
yeah,
I'm wearing
you
the
could-
tank
you could
today.
buy
Jeff
stuff.
says he strips for dollars too. Oh, hey,
I would.
we got you the stuff to put the stage up for you for the 12th.
Oh, nice.
Yup.
I'm
Oh,
putting
you know
it
what,
up.
Tracy? We did not do a before and after. You should have taken like a before picture.
You
in
have
your
before
basement.
pictures.
I do.
you?
I don't have like the before picture, but yeah, I got.
We'll do a little reveal once it's all finished.
Yeah, I'll put them up there.
Yeah, it'll be good. Good
Yeah.
times. But it was actually, if you go back and watch some of our original videos, we did ghost hunt down here. Is that on the channel?
We
I think
did
it is.
ghost hunt.
The time I came over to your house
What's with the eyeballs?
with all those people.
I'm trying to remember.
The first time I met Tom.
Oh no, I don't have it. Matt was supposed to be doing it.
Oh, never mind. Cancel
Yeah.
that.
Cancel.
That was before I had my camera on.
Oh, Linda wants to know.
Yeah.
Mom wants to know. Can spirits warn people if they are sick or if they are in danger?
Yes. You know, sometimes they'll let you know in certain ways.
What's up, Bubba?
Kevin says, are you guys going to show any videos or is this a question and answer? We are just doing like basically a Q&A with her, especially with our special guest. So if you have a specific question for her and you haven't watched our videos, that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you want to ask us any question.
So I guess maybe we should tell them who I am. Then.
That's
So
true.
like a little bit more.
Because
than
we,
just
oh
the
yeah, I
show.
forgot.
Yeah.
Muted. We got muted at the beginning.
Right. So I'm a psychic medium. I am able to see things. I'm able to talk to things. I see the things as they're in the nature.
Yeah.
I channel. Just caught a couple of those on video, which was pretty cool. Because I had never seen myself channel, so when you rewatch the video, it's pretty awesome. I do tarot card readings, but I like preferably to do an intuitive reading of the person, and then after I speak to them, I have them pull cards, and then I show them how the cards match the reading that we just had.
Cool.
So it's kind of like a validation. I'm all about validation. Jeff and I have had this conversation before. Table tipping was a big thing in the beginning for both of us, about validating it. Because we both like didn't get it, had never heard of it, and we talked about that today too with Karen, who is the girl I do the table tipping with. Kim and Karen are my partners in that, and we actually use a table and speak to spirits through it, and the table lifts and drops to answer yes and no questions, count by numbers. It dances. We caught it dancing.
I still want to come one time. I've seen the videos on our channel.
So the
It's
next
really
time
cool.
we're doing it is
Yeah.
the same day of the fair, the 12th of September. We're doing it at 6:30 that night.
Man, I'm busy that
And
night.
it is a
Yeah, also
paid
sorry.
ticket event. So
Oh, so yeah, so you can contact her if you're curious about participating in that. We're gonna run her information across the screen, and so just make sure if it's anything beyond like just surface questions, you're gonna have to contact her. Michelle or Jennifer had a couple questions for you.
Okay.
She paused while you were talking. She wanted to know how do you contact ghosts? Do they contact you?
Both.
Does it happen in people's homes?
yes. So like typically I have people that come to me as a medium and say, can you talk to my past relative or my friend or whatever? And sometimes I can get them
Hey,
to come
Christina.
through, and sometimes they don't. It just depends. Usually we can do psychometry, where I can hold an object of that person and read that thing and get more energy from that person. Or sometimes, I mean, back in the day, I had an energy come to me, and I used to work in a concession stand at a flea market, and there was a real estate agent that set up a table at this event, and all I kept getting was a message that said, go talk to them, go talk to them, go talk to them. And when I saw the last name of the realtor, I realized it was I like to visit cemeteries. I know that's a little
No,
weird.
I love it too. I
No,
feel
we
you.
do it.
We do it too.
But I had been visiting this man's grave with the same last name. Come to find out, the woman was his daughter. So I tried to talk to her. I'm like, I know this sounds really weird.
Sorry, I'm not laughing at you. I'm
No,
making a comment.
I know this is really weird, but I am a psychic, and I have a message for you. Would you like to hear it? And she looked at me and she said no. And I said okay, and I walked away, and they packed up their stuff and they left. You know, so it's not always a gift, but sometimes people aren't ready for the messages that we want to transfer.
She said also, she clarified, I guess. When I say in homes,
Yeah,
do they
I
do
know.
it even in people's homes, even if they haven't asked you? Like, do the spirits try to contact you? Basically, is it like
Like when I
they're-
go somewhere, do I
and
know
they're
they're
like,
there?
hey, Michelle.
Oh
Michelle.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, because once another energy realizes that another energy can feel, sense, and translate it, it's almost like a magnet, you know. So I sleep with a fan on, so I don't hear all the noises at night, because they try to talk to me while I sleep. And that fan literally like blows on my head, so I don't hear anything but wind.
Right.
That's fair.
Sidebar. I said this in the comments. Jennifer, don't apologize for asking questions. That's literally
Yeah.
why we're here. So go ahead, ask whatever questions you want. If she's not comfortable answering it, she will tell you that's not something she can answer, or to contact her privately. Or any of us, honestly, if it's a question for any of us and it's not something that we feel comfortable answering or whatever, just don't worry. Go ahead and ask whatever you feel like. We even get people in here asking like what our favorite sandwich is. We don't care. We'll answer it. If it's in one of
I
our
hate
past videos,
keto.
we might like send you there. But feel free to ask. Honestly, we have 2 hours to talk. So
yeah, and I
it's-
told you last night that there's nothing as too many questions.
there's no such thing as a stupid question, and there's no such thing as too many questions.
What we do is rather interesting and kind of strange, and people have a lot of questions. So,
Absolutely.
we understand that.
Mhm.
So I answer
yeah.
questions all the time.
Yeah, so that's literally why she came here. So please don't apologize about asking questions. Otherwise, she wouldn't be here. She said we'll get in contact with some people, so she's gonna
Okay.
contact you. Cool. Yeah, definitely for something more private, like a conversation with
Andy
a
sounds
spirit,
that way.
or whatever, get that number, give her a call, and you guys can talk whenever it's convenient for you guys, because that's a private
Right.
reading kind of a situation. And then if you mention our Ghostly Huntings Live, you get $5 off.
$5 off
Yep.
So exciting.
Discount.
Nice discount
for him. Knowing
Yeah.
him. And these two ladies.
Yeah. So cool. Do that. So yeah, keep asking whatever you want. And if we're talking, we're still watching. That's a nice reminder too. Anna and I are looking at our phones,
Yeah,
and
that's
because
why I
we're
look at mine quite a
reading
bit.
the comments and questions on the live, we're not like looking at our phones
you
because you
ever
guys
get
are
bored?
boring. So what? No, he never
Nothing.
gets to talk. No, Jeff talks a lot. He just
I,
has to be wanting to talk.
Yeah, I mean, if you can interrupt Kim, that's sometimes
The
the
problem.
issue. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's just so much wind coming out that you gotta find like when that wind
You gotta
dies
jump.
really quick.
So
but
Jeremiah's got a question.
Oh, good.
Alright.
Go ahead.
Do you guys shield or take any precautions before making contact with spirits?
Yes. I carry some stones. Like I have an angelite heart and a scotialite heart shaped stone that I carry with me. Plus I have protection bracelets. And I also go in with the intention that I'm doing something positive and that nothing negative will adhere to me. And also that's my sigils are protection symbols that I had tattooed on me. And this is I will not allow negative energy to affect me.
Oh,
And
cool.
this one means I'm not afraid.
Cool.
So
That's neat.
you gotta live the life.
So I guess this isn't really a question, but this person commented and said that they would like to learn how to channel better. Do you have any tips or tricks that you could give them?
Meditate, meditate, meditate. And when I say that, it's not listening to like binaural beats or anything. It's literally sitting and listening to yourself. So, and I also suggest that you cut out all caffeine products.
It's bad for you anyway.
You know, any type of amphetamine or stimulant. If you take certain medications, that sometimes will have an effect on that. Just depends on the person. Or we do offer classes and coaching on that. So you can contact us for that too.
Yes.
I feel like
And
we're two separate groups.
I know, right?
I
No,
know.
I'm trying to figure stuff out.
I was gonna say Jennifer
So that I can
sees
hit my keys.
she's saying she sees your head check. She's trying to figure something out on the computer. Who knows? Okay, so
So we had a couple different things on here.
yeah, I was gonna say a couple people came through. Let's see.
Hit me something good.
One was for me.
Because Kim had some on here too.
Yo, do you guys ever get smells or sounds
Yeah.
when an entity is around?
I've
mean,
gotten
we've smelled
smells.
things.
I've gotten smells.
Oh, for sure. Taste, smell.
Jeff, do you want that on?
So like sometimes like, especially when I have a relative or someone that's trying to let me know that they're there, I'll smell either their perfume or cologne. Or like you can smell a cigarette or cigar, whatever,
Right.
you know, will recognize them to you is what usually comes across. But I've had, you know, foul taste in my mouth, smelled rotten eggs, and that's usually not good signs, but we just say,
Right.
you know.
Well, one of the things too
Holy
that we've
water.
had on our investigations is we smell a smell, and like when we went like some of the places we don't mention where we went, but we were outside, and Anna had been there before, and she said she smelled a really bad smell.
It was like
When we
putrid,
first
almost
got
like
there, we
eggs or
didn't
something.
smell that, but then later we did, and then when we went to the Willis house, which we
we smelled something
mentioned, we
different
smelled
though, Kim.
too. We smelled two
back
different
up.
things.
We
Yeah.
smelled two different things. So my first time when I went to this one place
That's right, I
before
forgot
Kim
about
and Jeff, I smelled something that was more like a putrid smell, like
Mm-hmm.
decaying eggs, whatever. When we went the second time though, it was actually like it smelled like roses or like it was
Yeah, we
better,
smelled like
nicer, good
flowers.
smell. So it was definitely like night and day.
Well, one of the things too when we went to the Willis house is we did smell a floral smell. So what I did, and I think if you're investigating or like thinking about this, you should ask the homeowner or people around you if they have that scent on them, or if they have an air freshener that's going, if they use essential oils. Like obviously more of like if you're investigating, these are things you should keep in mind. So you're not
Right.
attributing that to spirit when it's just a smell of the house. Or like, oh, we smell that every now and then you can also, especially if you're investigating, know if this is something that's just a Glade plug-in or
Right.
We smell roses in here all the time. We don't use rose scent. It's got to be. It's an experience we have all the time, and then you can start
Right.
confirming it too.
Like I was doing a reading yesterday the day before, and I got images. Like I got an image of a shotgun. And so I asked him how the person died because I wanted to verify what I was seeing. Or I attribute like smells of burning that people died in fires. Just different things like that. It's never the same. It's always different. Every situation is different. Nothing has ever been identical in anything we've ever done, even if you go back to the same location. Everything changes. You can never replicate something. That's why it's always important to be rolling the camera.
That's fact.
Right?
It's true.
Yeah.
There's been a couple times where it's like, oh no, we didn't get that or whatever. It's like, yeah.
Kimberly's got an interesting on that. Sometimes if they come in smelling putrid, I ask them to step back and give me something more pleasant.
Yeah.
That's actually kind of interesting. Christina did have a question too. I don't know if you guys seen that.
Go ahead.
Do you find spirits or the living more scary at times?
The living.
Absolutely the living, because I'm
Yeah.
like completely and totally amazed at the ignorance of the world today,
it's more
period.
living.
And, and I don't know what happened to me when I was born, but I have this, I can't believe you just said that to me kind of attitude. Like, I don't get things. Like, I just don't understand certain things. And it's not weird things. It's like, why can't you stop that bad habit?
Right.
And I don't care how bad the habit is. I used to smoke cigarettes. One day I decided to stop buying cigarettes because I didn't want to smoke anymore because I had asthma. I just didn't smoke anymore. When they told me I had to quit drinking because I have pancreatitis from my autoimmune, I just quit drinking.
Right.
And I was avid in both things. I just walked away from it. So I just find it really crazy that people live their lives in such fear and unhappiness all the time because they're, afraid.
Jeff, there's a question for you
Okay.
from Jennifer. The footage from last night, did you get a chance to look and be nosy? I'm anxious to know if you guys see the mist we saw in the doorway.
I have not looked at it yet.
He's not going to touch that shit for 6 weeks.
That's probably
We
very
have a
early.
bit of a backlog on
Oh, we do,
footage.
guys,
A
so-
bit.
We're not gonna lie, we're pretty open and honest about that with you guys. But yeah, it's on the burner, but it's
It's a
gonna
one-man
report
show.
the
I
back.
am.
aspect.
It's only me. So,
Yeah, we don't know how to do any of that
and
crap. So.
No.
I've been working on this lovely basement.
Beautiful, I love it.
Beautiful. Back to
It's
the
nice
basement.
accommodation.
It's always
No, I'm
about
going to
the
get to it
basement.
because I'm very curious, but I have to figure out how to download that video from Facebook. So it might be a little bit before I can, but I got to make sure it's a decent quality if possible. Otherwise, it's going to be pixely, and I'm not going to know
Right, Well,
pixels
yeah.
from a mist.
that's fair.
But yeah, I'm planning on doing it soon. Should be quite
Your
soon.
footage was pretty clear that you were getting.
Was I? Okay.
Sometimes when you download
you
it,
can count the dust bunnies and the orbs.
Well, it looked clear to me, but
like-
when I went to go check about downloading it, it was only showing me quality of 30, 30.
Probably because of how long it was.
360.
Okay.
So, so hopefully it'll bump it up. But
I wonder
I
if you
wasn't-
can you save it to your computer and zip it?
That's what I'm trying.
That's what he's gonna try to
I'm
figure
gonna
out,
try to do. Yeah.
Sorry, it's the
Oh no, you're good. But yeah,
geek tech geek.
because it looked crystal clear here, and I'm sure it did, when I was streaming it. But I didn't have very good cell service either at the time, which I'm surprised it never cut out.
Yeah.
And if I went into the basement, completely done. So,
Wow.
I
makes
had
sense.
nothing down there, but it's concrete. There's metal, steel and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
It
So
was really heavy down there too. It felt really heavy in there, didn't it?
I had a hard time, through the one main.
Do you guys want to
door.
say where you were for people that didn't
Yeah,
watch
yeah.
last
guys,
night,
we went
please?
to the old.
No, they should be watching.
Damn it, Kim! Stop being bossy.
Okay, so last night we did go to the old Detroit 6th precinct. Okay.
It's a private place you have to book. You can't just
Yeah.
go there.
Yeah.
Yes, don't go knocking on the doors. The neighbors aren't gonna like it.
Right.
But the basement was, I would say, the heaviest down there, especially in the 2 rooms. I had a hard time actually, for some weird reason, I couldn't go through the door. Jeff had to actually go before me so I could go through the door.
And I just blasted through it.
Yeah, because he could see I was him hawing, I couldn't make up my mind or whatever. But then when I got into that certain area, I've never had this reaction before, but I was sort of inside feeling I was shaky.
how I was upstairs here.
Really?
Seriously, I had to sit down on the couch.
Oh my gosh, it was really
I was
weird.
like ready to throw up.
Because we did have
Yeah,
some
I'm so
interesting.
glad you did.
It's
It would have been a mess on the carpet.
Yeah, you would have had to clean that up.
No, I don't
Yeah,
do that.
fuck yeah, you would have.
Yeah, especially those 2 rooms.
Yeah.
We did have some really interesting experiences in that.
Yeah, Anna was telling me a little about it in the
particularly.
car. I'm going to go back and watch the video
Um,
now that I'm home and I have good service because I tried to watch last night and the Wi-Fi at the hotel sucked. And I had like 1 bar all weekend. So that's why I wasn't really on Facebook at all.
Lesson learned.
I know,
You
right?
were in
Don't
the
go
wrong
on cool
place.
vacations. Damn.
Jeez.
Yeah. Or go where there's cell service.
Right? Tracy wants to know, are bad smells bad energies and good smells good energies?
Not necessarily.
Yeah.
Not in my experience, not in everyone else.
Okay, so a bad energy you will know. Like, I mean, it has a distinct feeling. Like, it's static energy. It's heavy. It's like metal heavy, not like humid air heavy. Sometimes you'll have a sulfur smell or a metallic-y smell or a taste in your mouth. But usually the negative entities that we come across pretty much banish themselves away from us because we ask them to leave us alone. So they just go away. I've never had anything attack me. I know Jeff's been cut, cracked on, scarred, and
Scarred, yeah.
and
It's
I
all on this
I get
arm.
touched.
Oh no, that other one was.
Yeah.
Like I've been touched and grabbed, and pushed. Whatever was up in the bathroom was sniffing me. That was a little weird. You know, like how a dog will sniff the back of your. It felt like that, but in man form.
Mm-hmm. Somebody's giving you old good sniffins.
They had to check you out, make sure you're
guess.
okay.
Somebody's got the hot spear around here. There is one that's a little dirty here, so that's probably.
Well, that's why I was asking. I'm like, you got some kind of freaky.
Yeah, you do. He has some kind of freak living here.
Well, it is him.
Remember the one that was like hitting on us for the first time I came here? He was calling that one girl sexy.
Oh yeah, I
Like-
do remember that.
Oh man, that was good times. Sorry you guys can't see it because it's not on the channel.
That one's not edited either, eh?
No, it was never filmed.
No, it was never filmed. Mandy has a question for Michele.
Okay.
When a spirit comes through to you, how do you feel physically? Can you explain what you experience? Do you see images, hear voices, feel their energy? How does it work?
So all of the above, and I have had entities enter me to be channeled. I have channeled a Native American chief, and we actually chanted with some woman that was at one of the events. I've channeled Archangel Michael. Who was the one? The hardest thing is that I don't remember what happens when I channel, so when people ask me a question after the fact, I have no clue.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so that's what's made his videotaping, you know, what we
Right.
do so much easier, because then I can go back and see.
Mm-hmm.
But I see things, I smell things, I feel things. When we do table tipping, you can literally feel the waves of energy in the table. I don't know if you guys didn't get the chance to get on the table, did you?
No,
You've been on the table, though.
I've been on the table.
I've only sat from whatever feet it was, but I could feel the energies from it though. From
Right.
However feet away it was.
So yeah, you definitely feel an energy change, and you can also feel like certain energies that we work with on a regular basis have a different feeling than others do. Like we know when Karen's mom is there or when her brother is there, because of their personality comes through in the energy that they have.
Mm-hmm.
So, but good question.
Yeah, that is a good question. Thank you, Mandy. Let's see what else.
That's why Kim's not fired.
Don't fire.
Michele, also from Amber. She wants to know, have you ever refused to deliver a message for a spirit? I don't mean waiting to tell them at the right time. I mean completely not telling the person.
No, because I think that if I'm being given a message, that it needs to be relayed, and even if it's a negative, what we consider a negative message, I mean, people are coming to me asking direct questions, and I'm not going to tell them no. I used to do a lot of medical scans because I do intuitive body readings where I can feel energy in your body and pinpoint certain issues and problems. And so, I mean, I've always been honest with people because I only think it's fair. I would only want them to be honest with me.
That's
you know?
true.
And I have delivered bad news, you know, but it happens.
Yeah, Jennifer says, walk away for a minute,
Yeah.
come back, and you guys are talking about, did you guys get on the table? It's that kind of party. You should know by now, girl. You've been at a party with me.
Anna tried, but she couldn't get the syrups. The syrups didn't fit right.
Right. You know, it's not one size.
Right?
Yes, Ron, it's true. Ron, we went to the fort on Mackinac in Mackinac City, and me and Ron and my husband all got touched at the same time. It was crazy. We were walking through this
Pedophiles?
house. No. I mean, I'm an adult, so just barely chronologically an adult, as I like to say. But we're walking around, and all of a sudden I feel like a pain right here. And I'm like, as a reflux or gas or whatever, but it hurt really bad. And I went, ow. At the same time, my husband from across the room goes, ow. And then my friend goes, ow. And we're all like, what just happened? And we all are like, we just felt like a shooting pain or almost like a stab,
Yeah.
a shot of pop in our gut, like right here. And it was all at the same time.
So you've heard of past life trauma.
Mm-hmm.
So you must have all been in some type of battle together way back
Yeah.
when, and we're all killed at the same time.
Maybe. Or
You
we
never
were in a
know.
fort.
Yeah.
Like we thought maybe we
Any
were
of that
experiencing
happened.
something from what they had experienced there. So it was cool. So of course we got the like spirit box
The
out.
empathic thing.
We got the spirit box out and we're like, who can we talk to in this haunted fort? It was cool.
Once again, I feel like there's two entities.
No,
here.
I'm
right?
asking about if certain people have popped up.
Yeah, because we have certain people that usually.
But
pop
then,
out.
unfortunately, it doesn't give you a list anymore. It'll just
No.
say
Right, but I'm saying like if they had left a comment or something
Oh,
that
no,
might
I'll
have
let you
gotten
know.
missed.
No, I
Okay.
got it from Rachel.
Oh my gosh, I can't answer that question right now.
Some of these I have not
It's
seen.
not for us. It's for the haunted house.
Oh, I'm like,
No, it's somebody asking, messaging the haunt with a question. So, this is for everyone, Amber says. What is your favorite or funniest paranormal experience? Anybody want to say?
I gotta think about that one.
I don't know if I have a.
Ugh.
I think the funniest one for me is like Rebecca and I both heard monks singing at the same time. And that was, we had just gotten this organ into the haunt not too long before
What was
that.
the funniest
And we were like, maybe there was some kind of
No
weird
favorite.
connection there. We've
Oh,
only heard it
yeah.
once, but we were just both sitting there like trying to plan what we were doing for the day. And we both look at each other and we're like, did you just hear monks like at the same time? And then I imitated how it sounded. And
You can do that for
I was
us
like,
now, please.
oh.
thank you.
And if you go to my TikTok, there's a video about it.
Shut up.
It's hilarious. It's a hilarious video.
About
But yeah, we both literally, and it's the weirdest thing. Like we've all had those standard ghost experiences. We all work at, except for Michelle, we all work at the same place
Yeah.
during haunt season.
Odd man out.
Well, yeah, but you know,
I have a life.
yeah. My life is the haunted house. But yeah, it's like kind of funny, weird, like thing you wouldn't expect in a haunted house to hear monks. Like in a church, yeah, maybe you expect that, but especially right after we got that organ and it's in your room.
Yeah, it is. And mine was supposed to be interesting this year.
Oh,
We haven't heard
wow.
or seen anything else connected to that since, but
No.
it was a one-time deal. Maybe, who knows? Or maybe,
Maybe
it
it
was
was the monks leaving.
somebody driving by blasting monk music.
Who knows?
I
That'd
don't
be
know.
weird.
Or maybe they were like leaving the building. As
Maybe
you
they're like,
entered.
oh god, we gotta go. We're in a haunted house now, guys. We gotta
Hey,
get out of here."
Michelle
Yeah.
from LMPS. She's
Oh.
one of our.
Oh, a
members.
different
Oh,
Michelle.
Sorry, we got too many of the same name. Sorry, guys.
Different
Sorry.
Michelle. That's
Hi,
okay.
Michelle.
There's another Kim.
Nice name.
It's like when there's other Kims. It's like what?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
what-
which
what's
one?
What's your
What's
answer?
my answer?
Yeah,
Okay,
go ahead.
so like, I've had some crazy experiences. Like, one was induced though. So I'm an avid 420 participator.
That answers a question from earlier.
And and one night I'm not like into like the dabs or anything like that. And one night we were having a 420 party,
Mm-hmm.
and I did a dab, a
Been
cold dab,
Feel ya.
and like went into this whole different realm to where like I was really scared all at once, and then all of a sudden it was like, I can't believe this is happening to me. All I did was a dab, you know, and I'm like trying to pant out the window going, you're going to be all right. You're going to be all right. Okay, now just listen, because they're talking to you. You know, I'm just like, at that point, because the building I used to be in was a portal. There were like 4 different portals in the building. And I literally had all of these entities trying to draw me through the building so I could see what they wanted me to see.
Oh my gosh.
And it was like the craziest, scariest, like funniest thing, because when someone finally showed up, like that was part of what we were doing that evening, I'm like, oh my God, I'm so glad you're here. I can't believe I've been here by myself like this. I swear to God, I thought I was going to die.
Oh,
I didn't
geez.
know what was happening, you know, but
Wow.
it took me to a different realm almost, but I saw so much more. You know, I'm not saying go do cold dabs, get high, go see ghost hunting. Don't do it. It
Don't
was
do
not
it.
fun, but it was funny. You know, because it was like,
It's a funny story now, but at the time
right,
it was very
like,
traumatic.
right.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, dumbass, what were you doing? You know,
And
We
there's,
got
yeah.
quite a few questions coming in.
Well, you guys haven't even answered this question.
No, not yet. So go
Mine
ahead.
would have to be.
We'll get to the questions,
The
guys.
random stuff that's happened before I knew that there were so many, like the Christmas ornament thing that I talked about before, and then the Christmas tree that I store down here just completely getting pushed over, which woke me up at like 6 o'clock.
but
in
you
the
don't
morning.
feel or see energy. Okay, next. I'm telling you.
Those are the stairs right there.
Look, I'm telling you, you're gonna get on the table one day and you're gonna channel, because I swear, I think if you just open that door, I think
Yeah, I've
you're
been
afraid
telling him
to.
that.
I think he's afraid to open that door.
I'm not afraid of nothing.
Hmm.
I need to keep doing this.
Me too.
Oh, dear.
I'm just as stubborn as you are, don't you know?
Yeah,
Have you not
that could
noticed
be
that?
that could be the rest of the
Yeah,
hour.
I'll-
Yeah,
yeah, us
honestly.
bantering back and forth.
Oh dear.
It's true though.
Oh, dear.
It's true though. What do you think, Anna? What's yours?
I got so many, but the one that really comes to my mind is especially when Kim mentioned about with my room at our haunt. So especially this past season, because it's my first season working at that one specifically, and you know, because I always hear about, we got a lot of ghosts in there, da da da, and I hadn't really experienced much until more towards like middle end of the season. So I'd say probably about 2 of them, give or take. It was right before the opening night, or not opening night, but opening for that night specific. And we had, Ryan and Bubba, which are on here too, they were in my room, and I was just getting things kind of like we normally do, like a quick setup and everything. I was just showing, like, because I get slippery areas, like we all do in our rooms there. So I just happened to be looking down and showing him where this slippery area was, and next thing you know, I'm like, it was really weird, but really cool at the same time. I wasn't scared of him, but when I looked down, my right foot, I seen a dark shadow moving like with it, and it was probably a good, about that big. So that was the first time I seen actually one of them.
It's probably our ghost dog.
It was the ghost dog. His name's Ray Ray. We found that out because Ron and Bubba helped me there. And then, especially our last
We have the
night of the
best
full
ghosts in that
season,
building, I swear.
because I usually wear wigs when I do with my costumes and stuff. And in between groups, there'd be nobody there, and I'd go shut this one door that I always have to shut or whatever. And there was like a tug on my wig, and I'm like, holy shit, what the hell, guys? Now you're gonna be active.
Yeah, they like to play.
So I had some good times with that, and it's gonna be interesting to see what happens now that I have this organ in my room.
It smells weird too, so there's that.
Well, I didn't go sniff it yet, so.
It's probably Frankenstein.
I think that somebody oiled it with like fish oil because sometimes it smells like fish.
That's a personal problem that you need to deal
Right?
with.
I mean, it ain't me.
Jeff.
It ain't me. Anna, did you see there's a question for you?
Yeah,
You're
there's.
so special.
What's?
Anna gets her own question.
Yeah, I have to read
No,
her.
it
If
sounded
you wanna
like
read it.
shade, but it wasn't.
She's got a few questions in
So,
one.
yeah.
This is
More
from
reading.
Jennifer,
More
and she watched some of our live video last night, by the way, just for whoever doesn't know that.
Yeah.
The rides seem to be working the best
Good
for you guys
idea.
last night. Do they always work so well for you, or are there nights nothing happening? Which of your tools works best for you? Like,
I think we should clarify something.
your go-to if everything fails? Skeptic.
So, like, I feel like people think that when they say, do you feel nothing, People like,
Here you go again.
what? No, like her,
Oh,
the question,
okay.
I'm
I thought you were talking about.
duct tape.
She's adding to the question.
I thought she was going after me. All right.
Well, we do love to come for you, Jeff.
We do.
Yeah,
So
that's
We
true.
do. It's
Fair,
just so
that's
easy.
fair,
It's
that's
getting
fair.
boring already. Anyways.
It's this adorable
So Jennifer, we are
face
getting
right
to a
here.
question. Michelle's adding to it.
When people are saying that, like, or do you feel nothing, like, just know that I have spirit guides that I feel all the time. I'm never alone. And even though Jeff says he doesn't feel it, he lives with 10 entities.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't know if you feel yours all the time. I know you're coming into more yours now. We've opened a
Yeah.
lot for you, and I apologize because I know last night you were having a hard time breathing. Like, you could literally see, like, you were like, and I'm like, fuck, she's choking. You know? But choking in a way that's what happens to the person that was in
Because
that
I
building.
noticed it was different last night for sure. It was the weirdest
Right.
thing for me.
So when
Yeah.
you start opening that door,
Yeah.
you know, it changes the way things happen. So, I can always get dowsing rods to work. You know, so when
I
you say
can't.
nothing, you mean like,
They don't like her.
They do not like me. It's hilarious.
No,
They just
don't.
go.
They don't like him at all.
They just go like this back at her. It's hilarious.
well, I can get them to spin all the way around.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
They just want
So
to make shish kebab out of
yeah,
curly
so
hair.
just know that we always feel something. We just choose to pay attention to it, or we choose not to pay attention to it. So it's a choice for me, anyways.
I
I
can-
can't.
I
talk
Oh,
to
she
you.
okay. So she says clarification. If most of your tools are not cooperating, is there one tool that works every time, no fail? No.
My gut.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, a lot could be your gut. Jennifer, but lately, to answer your question because you were saying with the dowsing rods and everything, ever since I first tried Just, because I do have my own now, I have worked really well with those. I'm not sure why.
Your mom
but-
wants to know what a dab is. I'll tell you later,
But they
Linda.
do
We'll tell you later.
seem to work really well. They're and very responsive with
Sorry,
us.
So
Jeff.
sorry, Mom.
We've realized.
I promise
But I
I'm not a
also-
bad girl.
You know, I actually brought some of my other stuff too, but to show you guys, I did get, and this is, I got at Michelle's shop.
Thank you.
I used it last night, and holy shit.
Yeah.
This thing was
pendulums.
off the charts. I've never seen it work.
What is it?
So it's a pendulum, guys. This is my new favorite tool besides the,
Patience, my child.
damn girl. We gotta tape her out.
What is
But
it?
so besides the dowsing rods, this has also been my new favorite. And even when
It's pretty too.
was trying to pick which one, I almost literally felt like I was gonna fall backwards when I felt the energy from this one. It is great adventuring,
Yep.
and the cool thing is it gradates. It goes from, I don't know how good you guys can see it, but the very tip here, it actually is lighter than the rest of it. But this has been my new little favorite tool to
Yeah,
use.
it's good.
And it,
No, you can't really see it, Anna. I'm trying to
Okay.
see.
we may have to put a picture
Well,
or
say,
something
we'll-
online.
We can post some pictures
We
of
can
it.
post some pictures,
and some
guys,
cool
so you can
stuff
really
that
see.
Anna
Because I do have some other stones and everything that I did get from Michelle too.
shit.
What?
We've got 26 viewers
Yeah, we
all
do.
at
Oh,
once.
nice.
Hello.
Right?
Why did
27.
you guys not tell me?
Oh, I'm
This
sorry,
other
Jeff. We
one
have
that I-
26 viewers.
Got from her that I almost fell over, kind of same thing with, is my carnelian here.
And you can
I
actually
love
use
this.
that as a pendulum.
Can
So
you?
like if
Okay.
you don't have your pendulum with you, yeah,
Yeah.
you could take that off and use it as a
Interesting.
pendulum.
Okay.
Fancy.
You
So
can
I'll
use
try
anything
that
for a
too.
pendulum.
Multi-purpose.
Mandy
Yeah.
says you
Okay.
look sexy.
I know. I
Those
heard. I
pink
saw her
pants.
comment about my pink
Mandy,
pants.
she's mine. Back off, baby.
Oh.
Oh shit!
Hello.
Whoa!
Ooh, you
No,
know,
Terry.
Terry.
What I look up to?
Terry. Terry. Watch out.
Hi, Ampy!
Watch out for the hairy legs.
Miss
Yes.
Abigail.
And also, I was showing off my water bottle
Yep.
because I have a Ghostly Hauntings
Shanna.
sticker
What's up, girl?
on my water bottle. It's two little ghosties. It's our little logo, and you can get it from us by giving us money.
Yeah, there's a donation thing on the page. You can scan the QR code, or you can
Yeah.
click on the link in the comments or the comment section.
And it's just lemon water.
Or if you have an entity in your house and you'd like us to come out, we'll accept a nice donation to do so.
Look it. I love
Look
it.
how she does that.
Hustle, hustle,
I know.
hustle, hustle.
Or you can check out the Patreon thing too.
Yes, look, Jeff, we're so
I know.
networking right now.
Or the store where you can get awesome stuff like this hat.
Like this tank top.
And this
Can't you get a Ghostly Hauntings mask also now?
You can get
There's
it.
a lot of good
Ghostly
stuff on
Haunting mask.
our
Tank
coffee
top,
store, guys.
shirts, hoodies,
A bean
coffee.
bag.
There's a fun little
A
bean.
bean
There's a
bag.
bomber jack, which is really cool.
Well, I'm poor. I can't afford that.
Yeah, it's expensive.
Give
but
us money
it's
so I can buy a
amazing.
bomber jacket.
Oh my gosh.
Well, or just give Kim the money because I won't buy her the bomber jacket with that money.
Okay, Ron,
Christmas is
enjoy your
coming.
wrestling show because I know why you're leaving because wrestling
Right.
is coming.
Christmas is coming, so.
Okay. So
We're
yeah.
move off in questions.
Okay, hold on. No, I'm gonna go back.
So
to
help,
make sure
help
that we
answer
didn't
your
miss.
question, Jennifer.
Okay, so-
with you for last night and everything.
Tracy has a question for Jeff.
Oh, I got a question already.
Yeah.
He's single. He's ready to mingle.
Yeah, that's true too. But she says, I know you've been busy, Jeff. How many places or investigations have you done that aren't on the page, and can you tell us where? We don't really
That
talk
are
about
on
where
the
we
page.
go.
Shit, how many have we done? Let's see. There was the one in February.
Yeah.
That's not on the page yet.
No, he's been busy.
You have been stuck in this house night and day since February. What have you been doing?
In the basement working until 11 or midnight.
So
Look, if we have to talk
they're
about
gonna fight,
priorities,
and
you
but
know,
yes,
maybe 2 hours.
there's
later
a
you
lot
start
of
on video
videos that
editing,
aren't on
and
the
then you go to
page yet, but
basement.
we're not gonna tell you where we went.
Let's just say it's less than 10 or more than 5.
Less than 10, more than 5. But we did mention a couple places that we've been. They went to the old Detroit precinct,
Yeah.
and we went to the Willis House. But that's really all that we can
And
say because we don't talk about where we go
I'm
until we
gonna
go.
do
Unless you
you know
wanna drop
quick
some.
little videos on those too because I did record some stuff besides what you guys saw last night.
And then
on
there's
the
some
one.
weird videos that Jeff and I have made in his living room. They're coming.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Sexy
About ghost hunting. About ghost hunting.
Hey, Carissa.
What do I have? My
Uh,
mom just says I have something.
your mom has something.
I don't know if she's somebody. I don't know.
Does
Your
your mom have
still,
a dab?
Your mom still wants to know
yeah.
how to do a dab.
Oh,
We'll tell you
I
later.
don't know.
Okay, Google it.
In
Anyway,
a rig.
so okay, Jeremiah and Juliana
Oh yeah.
want to know. Hope this question makes sense. With my pendulum, usually it's right on with answers and they become true, but just this one question, it keeps giving me a yes, and it's 90% a no. I'm not sure why it would keep saying yes.
Is it because you keep
Over
asking
and
about
over.
it being pregnant again?
I've cleansed and charged it. Mandy, I think that we missed whatever you're saying hello about, except for my pants, which I thanked you for that compliment.
There's something on them though.
It's ice cream.
Lunch.
What the hell do you got?
Ice cream on my pants.
Oh, jeez. First it's
it was
salsa.
delicious.
Now it's ice cream.
So apparently, Juliana's question is in regards to questions that she's asking her pendulum,
Yes.
whether or not they can be true or false or correct.
I guess a conflicting answer is why she would get a conflicting
Oh,
answer. Is
yeah,
what
yes.
I'm getting
So-
from that.
Just popped in there. Yeah,
Are
we're
you
good.
sure it's a conflicting answer 100%? Or you're not sure and you're just hoping it's 90%? You know, so that will have
That's the
some
real
effect
tea.
on it also. And if you're not sure with your pendulum, try a different pendulum. Or write it down on a paper and a yes and no answer and have the pendulum swing towards the answer.
There you go.
There's different ways of approaching it. It's just, you know, sometimes it can be wrong. I'm not going to lie. It's not 100% always accurate. It's energy that you're working with.
She says, yeah, it is a pregnancy question. I am, but it's a question about the pregnancy. So
Pretty good.
that answered that question.
Just want to know a boy or a girl.
She knows. She knows what you're saying.
Really quick. No, I did not match my chair to the banner. I had the chair first, and then somebody made me the banner.
Okay, wait, but let's just talk about everything in Jeff's house being one shade of blue or another.
He does have a lot of blue in his house.
Except for that one room is just blood red. You know, and that's
You gotta keep it.
I like blue,
Uh-huh.
first of all.
Yeah.
right.
My
It's his favorite
bathroom
color.
is a Doctor Who TARDIS bathroom?
It is. It's right
Yeah,
in there.
it is.
Even has a little soap dispenser.
I do. And
Yeah,
it's
Very
blue.
nerdy.
Brush
I like
works, kinda
it.
cool.
And it's blue and it's got the white on it. It says police box.
Okay, so
Police-
other than being a man-child and a nerd,
Yeah,
you like the color blue.
I like the color blue, yeah.
That's good.
That's why
I was-
that's blue.
I was just saying, it was just really weird how every room I went into
Oh.
was a different shade of blue except
Yeah.
for the green room.
Yeah.
There's a green room and a red room.
yeah.
So apparently he likes Christmas. and
Jeff
blue.
likes primary colors.
Yes. No, I don't know. I just.
No.
Did you
that
eat the
seems
crayons
to
when you
be-
were in school?
That seems to be the case with you. You like primary colors, so.
Yeah.
Just-
I'm gonna change the color upstairs though.
Okay, cool.
Do you think that's ADHD related
Yeah.
or
Um,
maybe Asperger's?
Yeah, good.
No, I actually do have ADD, so thank you.
He
I
does.
feel horrible now.
No.
Good, I don't either. I'm crazy, and I know I've got ADHD. Are you kidding me?
Let's see.
Yes, I have a red room.
Yes,
Red
yes,
room,
It's
red
just-
room.
It's just a
it would
room.
be the room that we were doing these in to begin with.
It's the living room. You guys have all seen it.
It's the room with all the electrical energy.
Yeah.
And-
Like it was
and-
literally like a tornado effect in there.
And it's not paint, it's blood. Just so
Oh,
you know, I painted
It's
it with
from his
blood.
enemies, guys. Watch
Yeah.
out.
It's his last girlfriend's menstrual blood.
Oh,
Don't
shit.
lie.
Wow.
Oh.
Hey, listen, we said at the
If
beginning.
it was
we
like
really-
her normal blood, yes. But you had to go extra.
we did say at the beginning adult themes, okay?
Well, I think you're into little voodoo there, guy.
Jennifer has another question for Michelle. Michelle, I tend to sense things when I go to people's homes. Like some are so negative, I refuse to go past the front door. Has that ever happened to you?
Oh,
Don't worry,
yeah.
Mandy. I'm going to ask your question next.
Yes, for sure. Like I live in Lapeer County, and there's a bar that I can't go into because the energy in it is so negative. It just makes me physically sick to be inside of it.
Oh, is that one right outside the paintball place?
the paintball place?
That place is weird.
The paintball place.
You never seen Blue or Dark Wolf Paint Mar? It's in Metamora.
Oh, that's not a
It's
Mora.
right by
Yeah,
your
this
house.
is it's right south of my house. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's behind the bar, Cascadens.
Cascadens.
Large stories about that bar. We talk about those outside.
Well, I got you.
But no, this was actually one in downtown Lapeer on the backside of town, and just the people inside of it. You like being empathic. You like literally are living in their emotions, and I would be like, I can't stay here. I have to go.
Yeah.
And I tried it a couple different times, thinking it was just maybe
Maybe that's just a
menstrual
bad person
or
there
something.
that-
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Keeps happening
So,
now. Okay.
but it's just I just choose not to go there.
Interesting.
And then there's places like people are like, oh, have you ever visited this place in Davison or different metaphysical stores? And I say no, I've never been called to come there. I've tried going there, but I drive by the driveway. I don't ever pull in. Nothing will let me pull in there. Nothing can get me to come in there. And there's a couple places I've been like I've wanted to go and just don't.
Right.
Wow.
Because it just sends off that energy.
Yeah.
So would that be like your advice, I guess, if you do come across a situation like this?
Walk away.
Just leave, right?
Walk away. It means that that is an indication that you don't want to be there or something's there that you don't want to be around. It's a warning sign.
yeah.
So there you go, Jennifer. If you go somewhere that it icks you out.
Jennifer, it sounds like you
So
need
we
to
got
come
some more
talk.
haunt members also watching, guys.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, Ryan, Andrew. What's up, guys? Just wanna
Okay, so
make sure to say hi to them.
before I forget about Mandy's
Mandy.
question, she wants to know what our stance is
I
on
don't
Ouija
know.
boards.
Yeah. Oh, so she's got a Ouija board question.
So I know these guys like them and play with them and use them. I don't. It's not that I don't like them. I think they're cool as hell. I've never been able to get one to work for me though. And I also have a friend that got an attachment from one and it changed her for life. And I know that sounds strange and unheard of, but everybody saw the change in her, and it was because she was literally living by the Ouija board. Every question that she had in her life was on the Ouija board.
Oh yeah, that's too much.
Yeah,
It's
and
dangerous.
you can't depend on your tools all the time to live your life. You have to depend on you. And, that's the first thing I like to tell people. It's not about what the pendulum says. It's about what you feel inside. So, you can only straighten out your shit. Your tools can't.
So yeah, the Ouija board, we use
That's my
them
phone.
a lot,
What the heck?
and we mess around with them, but we try to stay as protected as possible when we do that. And when we feel like somebody's acting strangely or differently, it has happened to Jeff and I once with Rebecca. We ended and we took her out of the building.
Yeah.
I've actually seen that video.
Yeah.
That was
It's on
weird,
our channel
guys.
if you want to watch it.
Yeah.
You can see
I
it.
was
I know
like,
that
what
some
the
of you know Rebecca, so you'll be able to notice better than like you would,
Right.
or whatever. The change, but you can see her whole body posture changes.
I
Oh
didn't
yeah.
even, I didn't
when
even
I
know
channel
her.
that happens. If
Yeah,
you
Jeff
watch
didn't even know her then, and he kind of looked at me like, "Is this normal?" And I was
the
like, "No."
last table tipping video you did, at that one point you could see my body change, like it like metamorphosed almost. It was weird.
Oh, did it?
wow.
I didn't-
Yeah,
didn't
I was
pick up on
channeling
that.
something, and it was like I could
Huh.
see the move, like the relaxation
Mhm.
of the way I was sitting or something like that. I was like, oh,
No, we got your joke about the red room. It's just not funny.
Who was that? Mandy?
Anyway,
So who else? I know Jennifer.
they're like giving us help because we're not acknowledging their red room jokes.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's his living room.
It's my
You guys
living
have all
room. You
seen
guys
it.
have
Like
seen it for-
it's not anyway.
What, how long have we been doing that?
what's
Like,
next?
Michelle, so she didn't hear the end of your thing. Jennifer sounds like you should, and she said not go wherever it is. Like
Yeah.
you should leave.
Yeah, don't force yourself to go somewhere where your intuition's telling you not to. I don't care how important you may think it is.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Just like
unless it's the cops arresting you, you're gonna have to go.
I mean,
You know,
there's
come on,
that.
there's little things.
What?
There's
Jail,
common sense that goes
Sometimes,
along
yeah.
with what we do.
Since, you
So
know, so.
please understand that all things need to be taken into consideration, common sense wise. And if you're not sure what common sense is, or if you have it, don't try it.
Right.
so. Yeah, basically, when you like if you're at somebody's house and they don't feel like they're a comfortable person to be around, you should not be at
So-
that house anymore. It's
And
the
I'm-
same thing.
Okay, on that note, I
Mhm.
want to say people need to listen to their children too. Like if you go to a friend's house and your kid's like, "Mommy, I don't want to be here. Mommy, please, let's not stay."
Absolutely.
Absolutely, listen to that child and leave that fucking place because that kid is telling you something's not right. Sorry.
No, I'm laughing at Mandy.
Oh, okay. Because children are more open to feeling things and seeing things because they haven't been told it's wrong.
Right.
So just listen to your kids. They're not trying to annoy you to get you to go to the store or whatever. You know when they're doing that.
Mm-hmm.
If they're begging you to leave somewhere, or they say they don't want to go somewhere, listen to them.
Absolutely. I think that's a great.
Yeah.
Just kids. The kids can see, and animals too.
Yeah.
If a
Yeah,
dog
those
doesn't
are
like a
big things.
person, that's a problem.
Don't do it.
Yeah, because I always look at, even when friends come over, I watch how the animals react that the pets do, especially when we have the dogs, and even dogs in general, I watch how they
Dogs
react
are different
and
than
stuff.
cats though, because cats are very timid, individual type
Mhm.
things. They have a whole like little personality of their own, worse
Yeah.
than dogs do. Like they're immediately stuck up, to where dogs have to be taught how to be stuck
Yeah.
up.
That's true. Like, I was always like, if a dog doesn't like somebody, I'm a little more suspicious of them.
Yeah, or if you hold a baby and make it cry continuously, something's wrong.
Or maybe babies are just cranky.
Maybe you just don't like maybe you don't like babies. And that's your energy.
Yeah, they know when you don't like them.
That's right.
But I think
Yes.
older kids when they his phone case
Mine's
is black
phone
and
is
blue.
black and blue.
Mine's red.
There's a lot of blue.
Mine's
Mine-
purple.
But my favorite color is purple. But this is just the color I could get. So
I've got a coral color until
so we're
my
talking
new
about
phone
phone
cover
colors
comes.
on Ghostly Hauntings.
So
Just remember, Jeff likes blue.
I got a nice purple one coming.
Jeff does love blue.
I like blue.
So Mandy said she was actually just going to ask a question about children. Do you think they're more susceptible to entities?
Oh, for sure. And I think that there's a lot more children out there that are indigo kids than what we realize. And I think that's because of the type of generation I'm from. And I'm all about. I'll be 51 this year. My daughter is intuitive and a medium, and my son is also intuitive. You know, I didn't realize Sam was enlightened as much as he was until he, wanted to start playing with everything that we play with. And he loves table tipping, but now I have a rule: no one under the age of 16 at table tipping. So. You have to impose rules along the line, especially for the things that we do,
Absolutely.
because we're playing with crazy things. And
So can you, since you used the term, can you explain what is an indigo child?
an indigo child is a child that is sensitive to energies around them. So maybe Johnny has a little friend that you think is really not there, but it is. You know, just because you don't see something happening in their closet doesn't mean there isn't. You know, I could never figure out why my daughter wanted the bedroom door closed or her closet door closed all the time. Like every time she'd go to bed, can you shut the closet door? Well, that's because her dad told her there was a boogie monster in there, so she felt as if she closed the door that, you know, the monster would stay in there and she would be okay. So she never slept with the closet door open, ever. You know, just little things. Kids see and they try to tell us, but they don't necessarily know how to word it. And when I was in Swartz Creek, a lady came in and she said her little boy wanted to know why there were people standing in line at the door. And I'm like, what do you mean? She goes, he said there was a line of people waiting to come in to talk to you. And it would be all the people that, you know, I'm like, she goes, I didn't see him either, you know. So I think that because they haven't been, something just moved over there.
I heard something over there.
I think because they haven't been told that what we do has a negative connotation to it, that they don't know. There's no, you know, so I don't necessarily say encourage it, but I don't say deter it either. Just listen to it. Ask questions, but don't be interrogating, you know, like, so what do you think that you see? Where do you see it? Do you see colors? You know, and kids will tell you, you know, they'll let you know if they've had a full conversation with them. You know, they've already given them a name, can tell you what they're wearing, what they played with the last, you know. But parents choose not to listen to a lot of that stuff. So children are a touchy subject. And we do teach, I used to do a class called Parents of Indigo Children, because I think it's the parents that need to learn how to deal with the child more so than the child needing to learn how to deal with what's going on. Because they don't see it as a problem. But the parent feels that it's a problem because they think that they're going to be possessed and overtaken by negative. And
that's automatically where a lot of people goes right to the negative.
Right to the negative.
I guess I kind of partly answer, Amber had a follow-up question. How can you protect those kids and help them not be afraid? They kind of partly answered it, but...
Well, and I think communication is huge, you know, letting them... You know, and they'll be able to tell you if they're scared. You know, a kid's going to say, the scary man, or, you know, the dark shadow. They use words, or have them draw you a picture. You know, that sometimes helps kids get across what they're trying to show you or get you to understand, is if they draw it in a picture. You know, it's... I don't know, like I said, it's a touchy subject.
It's all and everything.
And some people encourage it and some people deter it, so. Personal preference, once again.
Jennifer wants to know, do you travel for readings? If so, how far?
I do travel for readings. If I do that, I like it to be for like a party, you know, like you and 4 of your friends. To make it more beneficial for me, or I have to charge you, you know, $60 for the reading and a trip charge of $25 depending on where you live, kind of thing.
And that can be booked. How, Jeff?
Wake up.
I had it on there already.
Or
flash it again.
I have done readings over the phone. I do have Zoom. I can do video readings. I can pull cards over the phone, stuff like that. I do prefer to do mediumship type appointments in person though. And that's because the energy is usually easier to read when that person's around. So
somebody says, Alexis Greer says, indigo children only get scared when it's a bad energy or brought into light too much. Do you agree with that or no?
Yeah, that's my daughter.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just don't know who some wackos come on here.
Well, okay, and just know that I used to torment my daughter because I was trying to encourage her gift, not realizing how scary it was for her. And I apologize to her for that. I'm sorry, Alexis. Mommy shouldn't have pushed you. But she also went through a scary experience with us on a Halloween night.
Oh, gosh.
So like I said, we like to go to cemeteries. And there's this one cemetery that we were at, and we always sit at the back of the cemetery because there was a grave there of a friend of mine, and she used to like to try to communicate with him. So this Halloween night, it was myself. Okay, so I had a Dodge pickup truck, single cab. So it was myself in the driver's seat, Alexis in the middle, and my other friend in the passenger seat. And we're sitting there, it's like, I don't know, 11:30, quarter to 12 at night in the back of the cemetery, once again on Halloween night. And all of a sudden, Alexis got a little stiff, and then the girl said to me, "Do you see that?" And I'm like, "Do you mean all those black figures that are walking out of the woods coming towards us?" And it was literally like an army of spirits coming through like the veil to the cemetery. It was I'm like, I'm just gonna back out this way and turn around and we're gonna leave, you know. And I think that's where Alexis got scared, you know. But I understand that. But we also used to torment her, you know, in the same cemetery. Tell mommy, is that a male or a female in that grave? You know.
Well, you know, we got to torture our kids a little bit.
So
That gives
that's
them
my
their
child
personality.
abuse. I'm sorry I child abused you. But
You guys can also ask questions anytime you want for anybody in the group. We'll bring it. I just made that a comment.
Jennifer
But
had a big thing on that
I'm trying to like comments as I see them. So if your comment doesn't get liked by me, or I don't know if you can like comments, Anna. Okay. Then
Tap it.
I would say if you tap it, then you can like it. One of us is seeing your comment, and we're gonna get to you. But if we don't, just go ahead and ask it again,
too. Okay, do the like
because we
thing.
do forget, or we get to talking.
are you guys having fun at least?
Hopefully. Damn. If they're not,
I mean,
you
they're
need to chickadee
engaging.
check yourself.
How many people we got watching?
17.
17.
Oh, so we lost.
Yeah, we lost some
Yeah.
people. It happens. They'll fluctuate.
Yeah.
We lost 9 though.
Yeah, it happens. My husband probably went to sleep.
That's where I
They
should
gained
be.
one.
Mandy said, "Have you ever communicated with deceased loved ones? If you have had a close family and friends of your own?" Basically, I think was what she means.
Today I spoke to my dad.
That's cool.
It was rough.
No.
Did you see the one from Jennifer? She did have a big
Oh
comment.
no, go ahead.
Okay. So Jennifer says, when my daughter, who's almost 13 now,
Oh,
was
the
a
stories.
baby,
Yeah.
she would stare at the ceiling and coo and wave her arms. She sensed something. She seemed happier when this was happening. So even itty bitty, she felt it. Still gets stuff now. Senses any resources I can look into to research more about her feelings and such.
How about it being one of your past grandparents or great grandparents or just somebody watching over your baby? You know, like you know, she's talking about her child, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah, her daughter. She's almost 13 now.
yeah,
now.
and you can hear babies on the monitor. Like if there's an entity over the crib and they're usually talking to them and the babies hear them, they're laughing or giggling or talking back to it in their little baby tongue. Kids too, toddlers. I've seen so nowadays, not back when I had kids and things were cool. Like the coolest things we had back then were, you know, diaper genies, but now they have these things called video baby monitors.
Mm-hmm.
And they've actually picked up activity, you know, in a baby's room.
Yeah.
You know, and people are like, what the hell is this? So, yeah.
Yeah, she says her mom passed away a month before Emma was born.
So I guess her
then-
question was also like, what can you recommend some resources or things that she can research to help her? Like,
To help her how, though? She's not being, it doesn't, I mean, is she crying from it? Is it,
she's
Or
a teenager now.
so is she afraid of it? How old is she now? 13?
13.
Yeah.
So is she afraid of it? Or, I guess, what does she want help with?
Yeah, let us know what you like want help with, and maybe she can recommend some resources for you.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's see. Oh no, Mandy, you didn't make anybody sad. She private messaged me.
Oh, no, it's fine. It's been a crying day, so. I tried to have my makeup look perfect for today. I even took pictures of it before I started anything else to make sure that it was
Oh
done.
shoot, I lost my thing.
Tracy had a
But
question too.
it's just raw because my dad died in March, so.
Aw. Tracy asked, do people appear as they are in death or as they were in living?
It just depends. Like I can hear my dad, but I can't see him. Certain people, like I've been able when I'm doing mediumship for someone else, you know, I get clues and things that are to verify I'm talking to the right person. So sometimes I'll see an outfit that they preferred to watch. Like the one time I saw an older couple, the woman was in her nightgown and the man was in his overalls, you know. And she's like, oh my God, that's my aunt and uncle. I grew up with them. And she always wore a nightgown, and my uncle was always in overalls working on the farm.
Cute.
You know, so that's what they chose to be seen as. Like, I think it can change. I don't think that an entity looks the same every time you see it. You know, if I had the ability, I don't think I'd wear the same thing twice.
Makes sense. I mean, yeah, I feel that
Jennifer
too.
just
Right? I think I'd be a lot thinner too.
I'd be like, how am I gonna look today?
Jennifer says, well, now she doesn't understand it. It's more that she thinks it's in her head and imagining things.
Her daughter feels that.
Yeah.
That's probably something like we would probably want to talk about. So, 13, you could technically bring her. We do, every other Sunday I do what I call Spiritual Witch 101. And it's an open meetup group. It's from 2 to 4. And people of all ages, all experiences come, and we sit around and we talk about stuff like this. And sometimes when they meet other kids or people in their age group, they can talk about it a little bit better because they're all experiencing the same thing. And I know we've got a couple young girls that, you know, are really into finding someone to talk to. You know, so we can always hook her up with someone that's her age, or I can talk to her. You know, maybe she just needs to be put at ease. Like, my friend that lives down in Florida, he had me chat with his daughter over video, you know, because she just had questions. And so I just sat and answered all her questions for her. You know, it's sometimes they just need confirmation in their own head from someone other than their parents.
Yeah.
That it's okay. And I know that sounds crazy, but we all do it, you know.
Well, I think it's always better, even if it's not a supernatural, paranormal experience, to be with people that have experienced something the same as you.
Right.
Because there is like a kinship there. So even if it's whatever has happened, even if you got like hit by a car, there are support groups, you know. So that's the same thing. You talk to somebody who's been there, who knows what they're talking about, who can tell you, yes, this happened to me, you're not crazy. You know, yes, I felt that too. Yes, I've seen things like that. Here's what my experience was, and there's somebody to talk to about that.
So how many times a day do you think about running people over with your car?
You know, it happens. It happens. I don't drive very much, but not just because I don't have a car. So I don't have a car, actually. Jeff,
That's
several
not
times.
been far off. On
Several
that.
times. If it's Jeff, I think about hitting Jeff with the car at least 3 times a day. No, I'm
That's fine.
I'm kidding, Jeff. I'm kidding.
I don't know.
I'm kidding.
But it just.
So yeah, I guess Jennifer, you can go to her Facebook page, Wicked's Place on the Moon.
And in Wicked's is WYCKE.
And yeah, we tagged it earlier in a post.
Yes, thank
so
you.
That was probably Jeff, actually.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Jeff.
You're welcome.
So you can go back a couple posts, and we'll also share it again later. You can go to her page, and she makes events for all her little things that she does there, and you can go check out her place and smell the good smells and. You know,
Yeah,
touch
and
the rocks.
just know that like you're not pulling up to like a brick and mortar store. It's literally on the property that I live at. So when you pull down the road and see the lake, it's just a perk, I promise. It helps the communication actually is increased a lot there. I think you guys were having fun the one day talking to your dowsing rods.
Oh yeah, when I was doing it.
Yeah. And you literally can get lost there for hours. The first night Jeff drove out to my new place, he was there. He could only stay a minute, right? And next thing we knew, it was what 9:30, and he got there at like 6:30.
Yeah, I was like, I can't
It's
stay
like
very long.
time warp.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a total time warp.
Oh, me and Kim know this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've experienced time warps before.
Oh yeah, it's cool. So if you come hang out with us, you get to do cool shit too.
Yeah, Jeff and I are there sometimes, and Anna comes sometimes. Anna came without me, and I went without her, so we've
That's
both
true.
been separately.
Yeah, she had a reading though.
No.
I did. Christina, she's
Yeah.
a Reiki master, and she
Massage therapist.
she's
That's
got a
what
few
I mean,
things.
massage therapist.
Yeah, like we all like
She-
have multiple.
Basically did a
I think that's
quick
the same with
assessment.
like
So I had-
everybody that has a niche job.
She's
like,
trying
with
to talk.
multiple- Sorry. I was answering it.
Yeah, Kim does that.
I do that.
She runs
Wow.
up right over.
I don't care.
I do it too. And I kept
Yeah.
doing it to her, so I was feeling bad.
Girl.
I know,
Don't
right?
try to get me for things you're doing.
Because I've had one, and I know I've said this on a couple other videos too. I've had one Reiki done before, But that was like 6-8 months ago. So when I was there, when we had ghostly hauntings at Michelle's place, I also had, because Christina being with a Reiki master, I had her do a quick assessment and everything. And it was nice talking to her and Kim and everybody. And
There's a Kim that works there.
there is. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, we have a pretty cool place.
They're
I
really
will
awesome
say.
there. I mean, just the energy when you go there, I feel like I'm home kind of. It's like
what
kind of like
everybody
a
says.
haunt.
Very
I feel
comfortable
like
place.
Everybody-
it's actually home. It's
Yeah,
weird,
the chairs.
but it's in a good way.
The chairs are even blue.
They are.
No,
They're
those
so
chairs
great.
are
Those
super
chairs
Yeah.
are super awesome.
Yeah, those
They
chairs
were
are
comfortable.
Best buy ever. I'm
Um,
buying more next year. I think I'm
Those
gonna
are
get 4
nice.
more.
Yeah, they were lovely.
Amber, thank you for the link. So anybody that was interested, Amber has put the link to
Awesome.
the shop
Aww,
on the comments.
that's a little Amber.
And then
She's one of our tribers.
Jeremiah and Juliana say, is there any time you wait to communicate to someone after they pass? Like, do you give them time to process?
It all sometimes, yes. It all depends. Like, so sometimes when somebody crosses over or they're in the midst of trying to cross over, they don't understand what's going on with them. Like, they literally don't know how to talk yet. They don't know how to function. You know, they're not walking through walls. They're just like kind of standing there for a little bit. And some other people, they jump right into it and can go, you know. But I think it's a confusion sometimes, and it just depends on the person about the lag. They say the best time to communicate with a person is either on the date of their birth or the date of their death.
Interesting.
And if they're the same,
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
what?
Dwayne
The
wants to know,
demonstration thing.
is it weird that I can see spirits for others but not for myself?
Nope, all the time. Happens all the time. I can hear my dad, but I can't see him. Like, he doesn't communicate directly to me. He communicates through other people to me. Or he was trying to talk through the spirit box, but because of his stroke, we don't think he can utilize his voice the way he wants to. So it was coming through as this high-pitched energy. And I'd be like, okay, Dad, you gotta stop. And it would stop. So that's how I figured out it was my dad. I recorded that too.
Yeah.
That's pretty neat.
So do you think that, like, I guess, that why wouldn't he get rid of that when he's dead? Like, why would his stroke so affect him? Do you think?
Because I think he's not sure of what he's trying to do. Like,
Gotcha.
you know, I think it's a confusion thing because he did have a brain stroke.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that has a lot to do with trying to, you know, the body has to heal itself in the soul aspect in order for it to be able to move forward. You know, it might, I know he's partying with his past family members because they're all drinking beer on the spirit box.
Sounds lit. Sounds great.
Yeah, I
Sounds like
know.
a party.
I'm telling you.
What else? Oh, so Kimberly says that I would like to see some demonstrations when you come out to Wicked's Place on the Moon. Isn't that something you're doing, Jeff?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's supposed to be doing a dog and pony show, and he better show up because I'm building
No,
a
when
stage
you go
for
there
him.
to her place.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm building
I
you a
am.
stage.
Thank you.
Nice. And yeah,
That's how I
anytime
know
that we're there and
friends.
you guys are there and you want Jeff to bust out the equipment, all you have to do is ask. We're super excited to investigate anytime.
Yeah.
I'll message Jeff randomly and be like, "Come here, it's spooky."
Do you?
So-
Because that hasn't happened. In
I messaged you the other day, didn't I?
Yes, but before that,
And then
no.
the week before that, and because
No.
it's been quiet at the hunt, it has been very quiet. Nothing's been happening, and then all of a sudden it's like, hello
Light some
again.
candles, say some shit, draw them in.
No, we don't need to do that. They were just taking a nap or
That's
something.
her thing.
That's my tagline.
Yeah.
Lighting some candles,
That's
saying
right, I
some
remember
shit.
that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was really super quiet there for a while, and then it was like everybody woke back up because they know it's almost season or something. They're
Did they
like,
feel it?
the people are coming. They're coming to give us all their energies. Wake up.
My phone that keeps the vibe, baby. Why do?
So yeah, Jeff will do some investigational displays next time he's there.
Yeah, what are you gonna do, Jeff? Like, do you have something that you're gonna?
I'll have everything that I have. So I mean, it's trial and error. Let's see what's working the best. I mean, because I tried to use my K2 out there one time and it nada.
Nothing.
Yeah. And then
Maybe you could try your dowsing rods.
yeah, I
You
did
can
the
do a dowsing rod demonstration for the.
Yeah, Yeah, and that's what I was doing out there, and I mean, it was working. I mean, I didn't do it for very long, and it was.
Maybe we can all get
it
them
was
out
either
and play with them.
It was either Tom or Joel
We'll make
were
it
talking to me.
A group activity.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Yeah, Amber, I agree on that. Amber says, as a huge science nerd, pulling out the devices brings out the best of both worlds. I like I like it for the same reasons, because I'm like, Jeff has given me the title skeptical investigator, and it's true. I believe in ghosts. I experience them. I can feel things and stuff, but
But do you believe in me?
I believe in them. I don't know yet. We'll see. But no, I mean, like, honestly, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm an honest person. I believe sometimes it's a gift or whatever, and sometimes it's just learning stuff about
Random
people.
shit.
Yeah, but I used to write horoscopes. I know they ain't real. So
You just killed 800 people.
I know, right? It's great. That's why I got this title, skeptic investigator. Because no, it's true though. You like to try to corroborate whatever she's saying or whatever Anna's getting on the dowsing rods or whatever we're feeling of going. Oh, what is this science equipment saying that was turned into ghost hunting equipment?
So today we tried to do table tipping with the spirit box, and it was so much for me that I had to stop. I'm like, I have to shut the spirit box off, or we have to listen to the spirit box and not do the table tipping, because it was like so energy draining. Like I'm like, you guys are gonna kill me. I'm gonna get to Jeff's and I'm gonna be a puddle of mush.
Just be there sleeping.
Well, yeah, I actually stopped to get something to eat because I hadn't eaten all day. And this kind of stuff really takes your energy, and we've talked about that before. After we do events, we're all running to get something to eat.
Yeah.
So it's draining.
Yeah.
So there is, Jennifer's asking for Michele. She says, I have a necklace of my mom's even, so my question is, even though I have never done it before or used pendulums, would that help me communicate with her on my own, or should I just wait and see a professional like you?
You could actually use her necklace as the pendulum and take a piece of paper, and look, I'm gonna tell you basics. Like, just go with yes and no questions, and write yes on one side of the paper and no on the other side of the paper, and utilize the necklace. Ask the question and hang it over, or it should start swinging towards whichever word it is. I do. When the pendulum swings front to back, it's yes. Side to side, it's no. It doesn't matter which pendulum I use. That's the way they operate for me. But it's different for everybody. Some people get circles clockwise and counterclockwise.
Mine works with the Michelle's. Mine, left to right is yes, and front to back is no.
Right, so you're opposite. Which is, everybody reads differently. Not one reader reads the same as another, and I don't care what anybody says. But yeah, you could utilize the necklace to help call her in. And I always light a candle. Spirits are attracted to lights, candlelight.
There you go. So that answers that. So
All right.
now, Jeff.
Alright, so are there any more questions? We are at the half an hour left mark.
Wow, that one pretty
Michelle's
quick.
gonna do some of her
It always,
stuff.
yeah, it always kind of does.
I am. What am I doing?
I don't know, Jeff.
You can.
Or you were talking about the house
go-
or whatever. Or...
Oh yeah, we can do that too. But if you want to,
I didn't pick up too. I mean, so when I walked through the house, I could feel that there's energy in the house. But I felt it more in the kitchen than anywhere.
Did you go in the attic?
no, I didn't take her upstairs.
And there,
She was feeling a lot of weird shit.
like I was.
We'll go up in
So-
the attic before you leave.
Behind Michael,
Yeah.
in the corner, there's like 3 guys hanging out just watching.
I was at it. Michael Myers.
Yeah, I did too. And then that fucker was eyeballing me, and I'm like,
He
okay.
does that. His eyes follow you.
Yeah,
Jeff
his
has
eyes
this
follow you.
life-size, for
awesome.
those of you that have not
No,
been
that's
to Jeff's
weird.
house, life-size
weird.
Michael Myers in like an empty room.
So would Tom
And he-
like
It may or
be
may not be.
a jokester? Like would Tom jump in and make the eyes move, kind of thing?
I don't know. I've never noticed
Yes.
him move. He probably would,
Tom,
but I've
Tom
never
likes
noticed
to
him
mess
do
with
that.
me, so I will say yes.
Okay, and then I said like I felt the sniff in the bathroom on my ear.
Yeah, I don't think
And
he
then
would
the-
do that.
And then the chaotic tornado energy in the red room. Red room,
In the living room?
In the red room.
Yeah. That's where Jeff keeps all his fun stuff.
In the red room.
Literally, it does have toys in it, but
Literally
not that kind.
Not
that kind.
8,000 DVDs, literally.
No, Mandy said that. Yeah.
Okay, wait.
Mandy
wait.
commented and said all Jeff has in his red room is a bunch of DVDs.
Now, funniest shit ever to the left of the television is Buffy the Vampire Slayer. All of it. All
it's a
all
good
of
show.
it.
It's a good show.
I never got into it. I like the movie though.
Yeah, the movie's good too.
Yeah. So
Do you have anything else you're trying to make fun of in my room?
I'm not trying to make fun of. I'm just pointing out.
Okay. All right.
Cool.
Okay.
Exciting.
So was there? All right.
So you have any questions? Yeah, like you guys got questions.
They might have questions. I was just thinking if you wanted to try and read one or both.
Sounds
of
like
them.
Jennifer's excited to see some of that.
Yeah.
Cool.
So if you wanna, I don't know what your process is. If you have to stare into their eyes like you want to make out with them, or
Kiss me, baby. Don't think I won't.
Well, usually I like to smoke a little before I do it, but and I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a long day, but I like to. I usually just center and ground myself, and I like to ask people what they want to know, and because. And the reason I say that, I know people are like, oh, well, yeah, fake psychic because they got to ask questions. No, it's because you literally have someone sitting in front of you that usually either builds up brick walls around them so you can't get through it, or they have 9,000 questions and you can't pick one of them to answer.
Yeah. That's fair.
So it really is crazy when someone says, well, just give me a general reading. Okay, well, there's definitely a reason why you're here. Give me somewhere to start.
Yeah.
So if there's something that you guys want to know, something you don't want to know, I didn't bring my cards because I prefer the intuitive stuff, but usually when I do a reading, I'll shuffle my cards while I'm doing the reading, and then afterwards I'll have them pull cards just to verify what I said. So you get validation. You see that I'm not just talking out my ass. So.
Right.
Because I feel like that's important, because I will attest that I am a debunker. I've never really advertised for readings and stuff like that because of the negative connotations that they have, and the fact that people think, it's some kind of circus freak act. I've never been able to really scry into a crystal ball until recently, and I just bought a 200 millimeter one, and it's
Fancy.
fucking fabulous.
it's free. Yeah.
It's fabulous, but it's so it just depends on the person. So because you're reading energy,
Right.
So if your energy is stoplights and stop signs and walls, and I'm not going to be able to, I'm not giving her any chance, or I don't know why I'm doing this. People
Right.
and people do it maliciously. They come to events like that and they do it maliciously.
Yeah.
And I won't read them. I'll hand them their money back and tell them, sorry, I can't read you. Go to someone else.
Right.
I've done that at fairs. That's why I don't do That's why I don't read at other people's fairs.
That's smart.
Makes sense.
And at my fairs, all the readers charge the same, so you're not picking someone based on money.
That's how I would choose them.
Yeah, that's cool.
I mean,
Of course. So
yeah,
if everybody's
you're gonna
charging
save
the
money,
same price,
yeah.
then you got to think.
Yeah, exactly. That makes sense. Wait. Oh, so Jennifer's gonna set up a reading with you. Cool.
Oh, you're amazing. $5 off for you.
Yep. So make sure to remind her that
Just
you
remind
saw
her,
through
yeah.
the live, and you'll get a little discount.
Little ditty.
Boop boop.
Yeah,
But
maybe we'll donate it to Jeff so he can
What?
raise the roof.
So exciting.
Yeah, well, if I start donating money to you, you better start stripping on some tables so we can earn some real money. then.
Okay, deal.
I will do that.
I
Not
know.
me, him.
Right, him, yeah.
I'll do
That'll
it.
be the October fair. That'll be Witch Fest, October 10th.
This is the
Wicked's
No,
Witch
I don't
Fest.
think you can
wants
go
to
to
see
that.
now. Yeah, my
So you need some skin removal surgery?
October
my
is booked.
October is booked.
October 10th is booked.
What time?
Well, what time are you going? It's the fair's that day.
Well, I know, but what time is it?
12 to noon. Well, we're gonna. 12 to 5.
Oh, there you go. You're
Oh,
good.
okay.
You can
12 to
get
6.
plenty of time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I won't be able to come, but Jeff will be there then.
Well,
Not that
yeah,
I was invited, but I was
we're gonna do
invite
the witch
myself.
dance. We're gonna do the witch dance that day,
Okay.
so you can see us all dance with our brooms.
Fun.
Yeah, you'll miss all
Take
the
a
fun
video.
again.
I know I'll be working.
Yeah, bring your camera.
Yeah, if I have it back in time. I gotta send it out to get looked at and fixed.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Cool.
They're too expensive just to buy a new one.
They're very expensive.
I
That
know.
one's super expensive. You saw it.
Yeah, I know. I'm building that pile.
As
my-
you should.
That
As you
that's
should.
my next goal. Well, I really want to buy a camera, as like a digital camera first, and then
Yeah.
get that.
Yeah.
So the two together is pretty much more than the down payment that they wanted on the new vehicle I wanted. So.
Right.
Cool.
Yeah.
Fancy.
But if you sign up for a credit card through them,
Oh, now
I'll
we're
say-
giving financial advice.
you can get it for 18 months, 0%.
Ooh.
I know.
It's wild,
Just
guys.
letting you know.
So
Tracy's like onto the red room.
Yeah, Tracy's really stuck on this red room.
Yeah.
okay,
like-
the red room in the living room, like he asked me about like his garage in there, and all I said was there was some type of electrical energy with the television. Like whatever's behind the television is static energy, and
Fireplace?
yeah, something. He said he closed it off, so I'm wondering if that stifled the flow of the energies in the house. I said they were whipping around.
Mm-hmm.
So they might have been whipping around up in and out, whipping around up in and, just a change in something, and confuses them. But I literally had to sit down on the couch in there because it was like crazy. Like I was like, he's going to tell me that I'm losing all the color in my face.
Yeah.
Even though I'm tan. I felt like I was like pale white, and it was just like, woof, I gotta sit down for a minute, man.
Right.
So, and all I see is tornadoes up there.
Mm.
So you just see kind of like weirdness around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like I told him, I said, I think it's probably the entities because I'm a newbie. I've never been here before.
Yeah.
And I'm here to check them out. And
Well, even
they're
when
gonna
I
be
come,
like,
they're like, "Who's here? Oh, it's
Yeah.
just Kim. Never mind."
And then
yeah,
then
right.
they like to fuck with her.
It's true. Captain
I mean,
I
literally
swear
could-
Captain was looking at me out of the attic when I got here.
Literally could grab the dowsing rods right now and they'll just hit her.
So how come you're offering the girls up for a reading and not you?
Because he feels
Because
like
you
you know
already know
him
me.
too well.
Yeah.
So
I don't think it would be fair. I'm
That's
being
honest.
honest.
One
I'm being
second
honest
ago.
with the people.
No, that's
Kim,
honest.
look at your
That's
phone.
good. What's it say?
Yes, Derek, I'm still on.
Yes, Eric, we're still on. We're running a little over probably today because we keep getting distracted. Jeff, you're skinny. We know this. Jeff is skinny. Good job, Jeff.
Yes, Jeff. Did you do keto?
I did not do keto.
What did you do?
I don't eat sugar anymore or carbs, and I just eat chicken, some veggies,
And he doesn't
some
eat after a
fruits,
certain
and I
time.
don't eat after 5 o'clock.
Oh.
Yep.
So intermittent fasting and you use fruit for your carbs because fruit are carbs.
Yeah. Well, I mean like breads and stuff like that. Like I'll eat a little bit here and there, but I won't eat
Yeah,
a
see,
lot of bread like I did.
I try to be strict keto, but the witches
girl,
brought
no,
fucking
man.
chocolate cake, and
That's too much work.
my mom and I went out for pasta last night.
Delicious.
And thank
But
you.
I have lost like 50 pounds doing keto.
Well, there you go.
Nice. There you go.
Derek
Yeah.
Street says, "Good job," but also lied to us. Apparently, he wants you to lie to him.
No, I don't want.
We don't lie around these parts.
Oh, Jennifer said she'll even do her reading for the channel.
Fun.
I can do that. That's fine.
What, come videotape me while I read?
There you
Yeah,
go.
that's pretty interesting. And like I don't know. What do you want to know?
Oh, me, I don't. That's Daryl. Just been told I'm hard to read, so I kind of didn't like. I don't know. Like people are always like, "Oh, I can't read you." I met like Amy Allen, and she was like, "I can't look at you, and I can't read you." Like I'm like,
I can't
wasn't
look at
trying.
you?
Oh, she's weird. She's weird as hell. But I don't know. That's like when I get asked a question, I'm immediately like, I don't even know what to ask. I've never had a reading or anything done, so
Are you afraid of it?
no, not really.
You just think it's bullshit.
Not 100% bullshit.
Right.
Not 100%. I'm very skeptical. Very skeptical because I think a lot of it is in body language and talking to people and picking up unconscious cues that they're giving you. But because that's what we do at the haunted house. Like, we pick up on unconscious cues from people to know stuff about them. But I don't know. I don't have like a specific question for you, so I guess if Anna has one, you can.
I'm trying to figure that one out.
That's the hard part. Like, I feel like I
That's
don't
like,
know.
as people ask me, like, because when Christina was, I'm just, there's so much stuff that goes on in my head. It's crazy.
I guess like this seems like a lot of bad stuff happens to me for no reason. Is there like a reason for that? Like,
Well,
that you
typically
can
those are
feel?
lessons. Yeah, those are lessons that you're supposed to learn. So, and every negative has a positive. So sometimes you're
Yeah,
only
I know
seeing the negative, but it's the positive that you're really needing.
oh yeah, I try to see the positive,
You know.
but like my apartment flooded and like all this other stuff that has nothing. There's
So
no
your
lesson.
carpet got cleaned and it didn't cost you anything.
Right.
They paid for it by insurance.
No. But yeah.
Oh, we forgot to make that insurance.
No, it's not my carpet. But
Oh.
yeah, but still, it's like bad thing, bad thing, bad thing, bad thing, bad thing. And
Well,
it's
why
like,
do you only see the bad thing?
Oh, I don't. That's just the only question I could think of.
I typically don't think that. So, okay, the way I look at it, the way I believe life works is that like our life path is written before we're even born. We write that, I used to attribute it to at least 27 past lives. I have a chiropractor that I used to work with, Dr. Brad, if you're out there, who could tell you what the level of consciousness you're at, how many past lives you've had,
Oh, wow.
That'd be interesting.
stuff like that. And well, yeah, I kind of turned him into a little dog and pony show, and I think it lost the doctor part of him,
Right.
However, he gave out really cool information, and said that I had like 162 past lives, and in 22 of them he was my son. Because we could never really figure out why we had such a connection. Like, the day he called me on the phone, I was so excited. I was like a child, And I'm like, oh my God, this is a guy, and he understands what I'm talking about, and holy shit, All right, yeah, you can interview, But, he changed a few things for people because, that it's like, it makes us think, So, when I think about past lives, when we write the life plan for the next life, it's to learn something that we haven't learned in any of those past lives.
Mm-hmm.
So I believe this lifetime of mine was all financial. I can trace back past life of being a medicine woman, a physician, an accountant. I've always worked like with executive level kind of things. I feel as though I also go back to Egyptian times. I have a very strong connection with Egypt and certain things about it. And I feel like every lesson I was supposed to learn was about financial. And when I figured it out, it was so simple, and so now my testament is it doesn't matter what you have today, you can always make more money.
That's true.
And it's easy for anybody. You just have to believe it. I don't care if you're selling your socks. There's a way to make money. Bake a batch of cookies, sell a plate of cookies. Lemonade stand started somewhere. Entrepreneurship is the largest thing going on right now. Everybody wants to be their own boss. And that's all attested to the fact that even GM workers get laid off, right?
Right. That's
So it's it becomes everybody wants to be able to write their own time schedule, write their own rules. So I believe in this lifetime I was put here to learn about financial responsibility and not worry about money as much as I was. So I think maybe bad things that you think may happen to you are lessons and little bumps in the road that you're learning something.
Pretty good bumps.
Well, we've all had them,
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna say
I mean,
I
how old are you?
troubles, but I'm just turned 40.
Okay, so in 40 years, you can go through a lot. In 15 years as a child, you go through a lot. What?
Nothing.
Somebody
Just
was
like
asking
I
if
No!
Jeff covered the portal, but no, that's in the garage.
You just broke it.
I didn't
He just
break
likes
it.
dropping
It's
things.
memory.
It's gravity still works. Jeff was doing a random check.
Yes. I thought I was gonna float off my chair.
He was scared for a minute,
I
so
was.
he did.
I was
No, I'm just-
levitating you.
I'm just winking at people.
Yeah.
Oh. Is that what you call it?
I don't know. Yeah. I guess the only other thing I can think is
So-
like I've never been able to feel like any spirits around me, and nobody's ever told me there are any around me. Would that be something like? Is there anybody?
I don't see anything around you,
Yeah, that's where
but I think that's a block that you've put on yourself because of the job that you do.
Oh well, that's true.
You know, and I think that your guardians are with you when you go out, but they're not, you know, lifers with you. Like, it's not like they have to be next to you all the time.
I would say that from my experience, that's true. Yeah, they come in and out when they want to.
Well, and, you know, they're probably the ones that are sitting there going, not again, please not today. You know,
Definitely, probably, yeah.
you know, and go ahead.
No, finish what you were gonna say.
No, it's good. I wasn't going to say much.
So what you're saying is that the embryo that forms you already fucks your life over.
Yes.
Well, my embryo sucked.
I don't know. You have a pretty nice house and you have a job.
Well,
and you have a
you're pretty
car.
stable. Okay, so why? Because you don't have a girlfriend?
No.
Okay, then why do you feel fucked over?
There's
What are you
a lot
missing?
there's a lot of stuff that happened in my past.
Well, that's in
Andy,
your past.
no
I know,
drill, no
but
ghost
it
Okay, so-
screwed me over coming forward.
Well, okay, so a lot of things happened in my past too. I mean, I used to have a $250,000 a year job. Now I fucking sell rocks for a living. You know, I mean, I fucked myself over in that whole process.
I want
You
to sell
know,
rocks for a living.
I tell you what, I feel like I'm at my retirement level, you know. I sit in the blue chair and I stare out at the lake going, God damn, it doesn't get any better than this. I don't even need anybody there to sit with me.
Right.
You know? Like, I
It's a
don't
pretty
care.
cool space.
It's a good space.
I would hang out. I have
But
hung out
I
there.
think that you know, those are lessons that we have to learn. There's things that we need to learn from them. And I can honestly say that everything I went through, I put myself through. I can backtrack all my fuck ups and say I caused them all.
Oh, I know I did.
Okay,
But if
so
I could go
At
back
least
in
you
time,
can. The bad stuff that's happened to me
if I
wasn't
could,
anything I
if I
did.
could go back in time, I'd kick my embryo's ass.
Wow.
Yeah,
Let's do it, Jeff.
I wish.
let's
I
figure
could.
it out.
I wish I could.
So,
so there's these things
Yeah.
called past life regression therapy sessions that maybe we need to talk about, my friend.
yeah, let's do it. That'd be fun.
Maybe we can fix your embryo fuck up.
Karen Dunkel says, Michelle, do you feel the energy between you and the lady in the pink pants? That's me.
Why can you see it, Karen?
I think we're just like cool
We're
chicks.
just like cool, yeah, we're just meshing. Well, these two over have their own little thing going on.
I'm looking at comments.
You
on
know,
here. I'm
they-
actually doing what
We
I
have met
give
once
them the
before.
job to do.
Like, we have met once before and we hung out, you
Yeah.
know. But yeah, we're just like, I don't know, similar personalities, I
Well,
guess.
and not only that, you know, easily chattable. It can't be in our line
Fair.
of business.
I'm just
if we
letting you
aren't-
guys do your thing over there. I'm
Yeah.
not going to interrupt you.
Yeah, that's fair. Power positivity, Amber says.
Power of
I'm a
positivity.
pretty positive person, but
That was our topic of discussion today at Spiritual
some
Wit.
stuff positivity ain't gonna fix. I don't know.
I
It can
don't
make
know.
you feel better about what happened, but it can't stop that the water exploded in my mother-in-law's house and ruined it. You know, like so.
My dad went into the hospital with a stomach bleed and came
Yeah.
out dying from flowing blood clots. You know,
Positivity ain't gonna fix that.
positivity did fix that. Not only did I reduce my monthly costs, I'm taking care of my mom. I'm living in a beautiful place.
Well, there's the
I've been
positive.
afforded pieces to what the
Pieces,
negative
yes.
things happen. Yeah. So like I said, you got clean carpet and new paint, girl.
Who's tall and loving?
Huh?
Huh?
Someone just said tall, loving.
That's
Karen said
Karen.
tall, loving. Does that mean something to you?
No.
I ain't tall.
I'm tall.
You tall? She tall?
I'm tall. I'm 5'9".
I'm 5'4".
We're just a little thing.
I'm pocket size for your
Yeah, I
convenience.
am, Mandy.
Nice, Mandy. She's
yeah.
like, Jeff is just over there chewing his and texting.
But yeah, no, Jeff's checking his technical stuff.
Yeah.
And watching comments, just like
Yeah.
all of us.
I'm not supposed to, but I'm doing it.
He's still doing it. He's doing extra miles
Look,
today.
I really wish Jeff would participate a little bit more.
What do you want
but,
me to do?
Right, you know.
He told
he's
you
the
when you got here
cameraman.
like it was going to be kind of your
He
show.
was the I don't like being in charge. I do, but I
Oh,
don't.
I mean,
I
you're
do.
not in charge.
I love
You're
being in
just,
charge.
I know you
you're
do.
just the centerpiece.
I'm the center. I'm
That's why
on
you're
the,
sitting in the other comfy chair.
Oh, where's my
Special
tiara? I
guest.
wanted a throne and a tiara.
You know what?
Did you
Jeff
build
didn't
that?
tell me that.
No, I'm building you a stage. I know, you built me a
own-
basement.
Showed me.
Yes. Yes, I did. Does Anna have a question?
Oh, the energy is tall and loving. Apparently, there's a
Oh,
tall,
apparently
loving
we're
energy
around us.
between us.
I guess we're gonna be friends.
Yeah, we are.
What's happening?
Look at us. We have a tall and loving energy between us.
Just know I'm strictly dickly though, so.
Me
I
too,
don't-
girl.
okay,
No,
all
I've
right.
got the short hair. Don't let it fool you.
I know, right?
Come on.
Sorry, Mom, Linda.
Oh
Yeah.
God, I hope she's not watching anymore.
That's okay.
She's like, what
Linda's
the
used
fuck
to
are
my
you doing?
shenanigans. She's like, oh
Yeah,
God,
but it's like,
Kim.
you know,
Nah.
fire and gasoline.
Yeah, I know. Those two together.
It really is.
Yeah.
Lena, I have a question. Or
Yeah.
I've been
You're
trying to think
too
of
quiet.
She's trying to think of questions that aren't going to get her in trouble.
That's fair. That's fair.
It's fair though. I mean,
Well, I'm
okay, so let's say let's put it this way. What happens in readings are really personal. And I don't do just general readings. Like, I don't let just people sit down and say, okay, read me.
Right.
People come to me for a purpose. They're looking for an answer. They're trying to move forward in a stagnant situation. I get a lot of women that walk in that just say, I'm at the end of my rope and I need to be saved. And I literally have people have said that to me.
Mhm.
You know, there's a couple girls, you know, that were contemplating leaving this world until I was like, look, you're more than that. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's not just like I'm a psychic and I do tarot card readings. I'm a life coach. You know, I'm a support system. And sometimes it just takes that intuition to help that person. Because people are not upfront with their negatives. You know,
Yeah.
insecurities are not what we want to show people, right, Jeff, as you sit here and chew your fingernails?
Yeah, people
I used
like
to bite
it
my
when
nails.
People
It's
like
hard.
it when I bite my nails.
No, they don't.
They might.
It's
You
hard
don't
to
know
quit. I'll
COVID,
quit,
Corona. You're supposed to be washing your hands and
What's
covering
that?
your
I don't know
mouth.
what that shit is.
We don't talk about that.
I know, right?
Yeah.
We don't talk about that.
I don't-
In politics,
yeah.
I already deleted
I
one
can't.
political comment today.
Did you?
Oh, you had a political comment?
Yeah, it was a joke,
Oh.
but I deleted it. I'll tell you later.
You're
Alright.
good.
But I don't want to make that person.
Yeah, we don't
feel
talk
bad.
about religion and,
Yeah.
and
Well, we do a
politics
little
and
bit,
a
like
little bit.
just because people have asked us what our beliefs are, and
Right.
you know. But other than that, we try to avoid.
Right, and I just look at it as we are all of one.
Mhm.
Universal energies. Uni means one. We are all of one.
Mm.
And I don't care what you practice. We're still brothers and sisters, and
Right.
you know.
I think that's a good way to look at it.
So, I find segregated religions to be a little hypocritical.
Mm.
All right. So since you've been here for a while,
Yep.
are you picking up anything down here?
Oh, you mean the little dude that's wandering around back there?
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah.
So,
What's that little dude? Does he?
I don't.
That's my email. You guys are fine.
You should put your phone on vibrate.
You should, thank you. You know, it just so happens to go off every time something is said. Yeah, that's coincidental.
Which one? Which one?
So
is it?
I don't know, but it came out of the doorway and it went over to that corner of the room, and I feel like it's standing behind the television, looking over the television at us.
Mr. Housemate, who
Did-
is behind the television.
I think it's Joel.
Will you let her know who you are? It could be because we talked to Joel over there the first time.
Yeah, I think it's Joel. That's like I guess I could ask you, like, I sometimes get weird feelings about, like, that things are around me, and, like, Anna and I were both like, oh, that's a, like, she was like, oh, this is that, like, we did this investigation where it was like, there's a person standing over there, and it's a girl, or, like, it's a guy, or whatever, this one's young, this one's old, but I don't know where I get those, like, sometimes I don't always trust it.
Okay, so that's like what we've talked about. Like,
Yeah.
there's really no way to validate what we do. So, a lot of times when I'm doing mediumship, I try to ask the spirit to give me something that will validate. So, I was doing a reading one day, and all I kept seeing was mint chocolate chip, the color mint chocolate chip.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so, or mint, whatever.
Right.
And I said to the lady, what does mint chocolate chip mean to you? I said, I see a man wearing a mint chocolate or a mint green shirt.
Mhm.
And she's like, my father always mixed paint together. And when he would mix these paints together, it didn't matter what colors they were, they always came out to be mint green.
That's fine.
Ah! Oh my
I
god.
So
always
that
agree.
was, I mean, that's not
That's
something
pretty
I
cool.
would technically know about anybody, you know? Or I'll get a number. I've gotten like, when people are trying to talk to people that have passed, sometimes I'll see their death. Like, I can tell if it's been a suicide, or like I said, the gentleman was a gunshot. And I literally saw a shotgun. But I didn't see who was holding it. All I saw was a doorway and a shotgun. That was it. And he said that it literally happened as he walked in the house, he was shot. And, that's just not stuff I would randomly know, especially just meeting this guy. You know, he called for a reading and I set it up. Sometimes I'll ask strange questions just because I'm trying to clarify the messages that I'm getting, because they don't seem right. Like, they don't mean anything to me. They're not messages for me.
Right.
And that was the hardest thing for me to get by. Like, I always second guessed myself with what I was hearing, because it's like, what the fuck does that mean? And why do I need to know that? And it's like, all I kept hearing in the back of my head was, just say it. Just say it. Just say it. So my spirit guides were telling me, just say what you're hearing. And so that's what I started doing, and it just kicked off. And now sometimes I have to ground a little bit when someone sits down, and because I'm a very busy person. I'm always doing something. I always have something to do. I'm always going somewhere or getting something done, moving something around. I'm trying to get phase 2 of the she shed done. I really need insulation in the ceiling before it snows.
Well, you guys can help her out by scheduling readings. You have the money.
No, it's not about the money. It's about the time, because,
that's it.
I am open 6 days or 5 days a week, sometimes 6 days a week if I do something on the weekends. I will make random appointments on days I'm closed for people depending on what their schedules are. Especially now, if I don't have to drive 27 minutes one way to Schwartz Creek, I'm good, So yeah, I'm eating lunch. Come on over. I'll be done by the time you get here. The thing I hate the most is when I walk all the way over to the house, I go in, I start my lunch, and someone pulls in the driveway.
Oh yeah, that would stink.
All right, it's cooking. I'll be back.
Right.
Do you want me to take it out in a few? Yeah.
He says he loves the banner.
Thanks,
You should.
Keith. You should.
You should, Keith. You
Oh,
silly
it's my
goose.
walk.
Oh, you're
Why don't you
good.
jump in the lake if you're going to be a silly goose?
That's something I would like to do, is go out on the pontoon boat of the lake and do a reading on the lake.
Well, that'd be cool.
That would be neat, yeah.
Talk to
That would be
talk to all the
crazy.
drowned ghosts
There's houses in the lake.
in the lake. That's cool.
Things have eroded where the ground eroded and fell in.
Oh, okay.
Yep, they fell right in.
Spooky. Imagine you come home and your house is just not there. It's in the lake now.
Well, the neighbor guy, when we were over at the neighbor guy's, so he said he had been out on the lake and they had one of those view scanner thingies that you could see the bottom, and he's like, well, there's a seawall down there. I'm like, yep, that seawall used to run from that point all the way over here to this point. That's where all the sandbags come from, because they were behind the seawall. And he was like, are you kidding me? I said, yep. I said, this piece of property used to come out this far to the lake.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, it's eroded probably 20 feet in some places, 40 feet.
Wow.
So
that's crazy.
it gets bigger. There's an island.
Oh,
He used to be big, now it's small.
that's wild.
Amber said she would. God damn it!
Amber said she
would
volunteers.
volunteer to do the reading on the water.
I'm sure she would.
Jennifer's
Yeah,
like, same.
Jennifer said too. Everyone's like me.
Okay, so it looks like.
So what you're saying on that one, you're gonna charge a little bit more, right?
Yeah, because we gotta pay for boat gas.
Boat gas and donations to Jeff and
Yeah. We'll do
you
a
know,
little
insulation in the
combination thing.
ceilings and.
So you go,
we'll
if you
split
want
the
that,
ticket.
let her
Right.
know when you message the page or whatever, message her, and we'll
Yeah,
figure
I
the price
do.
for you.
Like I also have a page called the 420 Psychic where I do strictly. Seriously, dude, I'm telling
I
you.
know you do.
Um,
It's just funny hearing it.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
I do what I call Sacred Circle, where and I do that non 420 and 420 style. But I'll sell 12 tickets, and the 13 of us will sit around a table, and I'll light some candles. The lights will be off, and I'll read everybody at the table. You know, sometimes it's mediumship, sometimes it's a message that they needed to hear. Lifelong dreams have been changed at that table. And then 420 style is a little more expensive because I usually supply.
Oh, well,
So
then that's
we sit around and
understandable.
we smoke down and get nice and high, and then all of a sudden I verbal diarrhea. Like, that's the best thing. Like, my friends would like love to come over when I was getting high, because I would just start, they'd be like blah 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 blah, and I'd be like rah, 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 rah.
Yeah.
And it just comes out because that's when I'm most open. I'm relaxed. I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm a really type A personality, and it's a little tense sometimes up in here. So
I feel that.
yeah. I used to hide it, but I don't anymore.
Let your freak flag fly.
That's right.
So, I got a question from private message. Are you a witch or Wiccan?
I am a witch. I am not Wiccan or pagan. I don't adhere to any type of religious background. And when I say I'm a witch, it means that I practice with herbs, candles, stones. And like I said, I light some candles and I say some shit, and I call them prayer requests. If I'm looking to gain abundance for the day, I have a baby little cauldron that I have. I put a little charcoal disc in, and I put some herbs for abundance in there. I use essential oils, everything. Sometimes I'll even attune my makeup to what I'm doing. It just depends. Like, color has a lot to do with things. People are like, why do you always wear black? Like, I literally always wear black. And I started wearing pink shirts, and people are like, oh my God, you're wearing pink.
Oh yeah, that happens
for the summer. I'm like, well, I got a tan and I looked really dark wearing black,
Right.
so I needed to brighten it up a little bit.
Absolutely.
So I wear the black. Not only is it slenderizing, but it's also blocks negativity. So it helps.
Take that, Mom.
Yes. Well, and my
mom's
mom
always like, oh, black's such a negative color. Is it, Cheryl?
Well, and it's so funny because when I told my mom I was a witch and what I was going to do with my life, she got, oh, that explains so much.
Like, she's watching. My mom's like, we're watching for once, Kim. Watch your mouth.
Nothing surprises my mother anymore.
Yeah, no, my
especially
mom,
now, like, living with me. So that was, like, the biggest thing. When my dad passed away and I moved my business home, that was the biggest thing I said to my mother. I'm like, because I called it popping the question. One Sunday morning over coffee, she popped the question. And I'm like, you realize what you're asking for. I'm like, and she goes, what do you mean? And I went, I'm talking about crazy motherfuckers coming up in here and people here all the time, in and out the driveway. And, so that was, it was an initial hesitation, but then it became like, oh, well, I guess it's not that bad. I got a porta-john, so nobody uses the house bathroom, and, nobody goes to the house. The house is off limits. If you go to the house, you might get put to work. Ask Kimmy. Kimmy got put to work.
That's funny.
Yeah, my mom throws poker parties, so.
Oh, yeah, I was there the other day. She was like, getting ready to do that.
She's had
Oh,
3
yeah,
now.
and then we were there when she
Yeah.
had the poker party.
Yeah.
Good times,
Yeah.
good times.
So.
Jeff, is there something else on here that would have turned on and made like a weird noise?
Okay, so I
No,
kept hearing like it was raining. Like,
I heard
Off
like
and on.
I heard
Only
almost
thing
like a
raining.
groan.
The only thing that
That
turned
that was
on
my
is,
stomach.
No, it came from like over there.
The
I
only
can
thing
throw
that
it.
would turn
I
on was
knew
the
it.
dehumidifier,
And we
which
turned
I
it
didn't.
off.
I'm so used to it, I turned it off. I didn't
Yeah.
know it was on. I don't think so. I mean, I can go look really quick.
Because it was right from where we were both,
Well,
like
I'm
right
tell-
from over
yeah.
there. I heard like a almost like, and I was like, okay, was that equipment? or
Well,
what?
I'm pretty sure that it's one of the dudes that was behind the Michael Myers statue in the living room.
No,
Because-
the
Okay.
only thing plugged in is
I'm
my.
really
my
not
camera,
thinking that
my
they
computer.
understand all about. Like,
they're curious, I think, more
Yeah.
than anything.
It's just my computer.
Jeff's roommates are pretty chill.
It's just my computer.
They need to
Nothing
pay their
else is
fucking
plugged
rent.
in.
I know, that's what we keep telling them.
If they pay rent, he
Well,
can
they're
do
kind
something.
of helping by getting this ghostly hauntings things going,
Very
and
true.
like,
Right.
you know.
And
Um,
I do, and I feel like they're okay with it, but they
There's
are
certain
my
things they
guinea
don't want
pigs
done
sometimes.
in-house.
Yeah, and there's things that they don't want, so I don't do them. But they're my guinea pigs when I test new stuff that I get.
Jennifer did have a question. She said, crazy as it sounds, do you sense animal spirits as well? Clearly you can't talk to them, but you can
Oh,
sense
yeah,
them
for
through
sure.
them.
Yeah, I used to do animal communication. But when we opened the wellness training center, it became a issue because we were also providing physician services. So, you know, we did dogs on the down low. Because we did Reiki on animals. We'll do essential oils with animals. You know, just different things. Dogs carry a lot of anxiety. And sometimes it's just something simple that they can't get across to their owner, you know. So, but usually the dog has to be present for that, unless it's passed and. Sorry, Sam's dad. Apparently he's running a little late, but.
She said, Mandy wants to know, do you believe in astral travel and lucid dreaming?
Oh,
And have you
absolutely.
experienced it?
Absolutely.
I mean, even I've experienced that.
Yes, and you can actually astral travel without knowing that you're doing it. So, like,
Sorry.
I know people that have actually done it, not know they've done it, appeared in other people's rooms, and these people have, you know, either smelled something of theirs or seen them there. I have another friend who, Randy, I'll mention him because I think it's cool that he knows so much about it. He is an avid astral traveler. He is educated in it. He will talk to anybody about it. He likes to give the warnings of it. You know, because it is dangerous. You can get lost over there. And you're entering a different level of plane, you know? And it's just crazy.
Is it like another dimension?
Yeah, it's another dimension. Like you can literally get out of your body and look down at yourself and fly. And Randy has a friend that lives in Florida, and they would plan, you know, like meet times, and they would both go to bed at the same time and meet in their meet place. You know, and it's kind of crazy. Yeah, it's something that if you can experience it, you know, but definitely it's something you want to be educated on before you try it. It's not like a Ouija board game. You know.
So Mandy, you might have experienced. Mandy says she swears she's experienced it
Probably has.
and had some really. If you feel like that's happened, it's probably
Right. And I tell people to journal that stuff, you know, so you can see when it's happening. There's triggers, you know, especially if you're doing it randomly. There's usually stress triggers or certain, and I know this sounds crazy, certain things that you eat, you know, stuff like that. It's, your body reacts to chemicals differently, and sometimes it'll put you in a different realm.
What were you gonna say, Anna?
No, I just keep thinking back to this one book that I have. They read in college, and it was a class with different dimensions and that kind of stuff. And it's Rudy Rucker's The Fourth Dimension, so I don't know if that would be similar to the fourth dimension or what dimension the astral projection would be referring to. I still want to get into the point where I can actually see four dimension.
Well,
somehow.
okay,
I just don't know how
so,
to get there.
that's something that we used to discuss with Dr. Brad because he was all about that. And, you know, there are multiple dimensions, and so certain dimensions only have a certain number of people that actually can make it that far. You know, and it's a number sequence kind of thing. So, I don't remember a lot of it. I don't try to astral travel because I come across a lot of shit in my day-to-day life that I don't need to experience it in my sleep. I mean, that's why I sleep with a fan on. Typically, I'm listening to some type of hypnotic meditation when I go to bed. I used to... So I trained my son to fall asleep within 5 minutes to chakra meditation music. And I did it by just playing it every night without telling him, and noticed, okay, meditation music's going on, time for lights out.
Right.
Within 5 minutes, he would be snoring. You know, so then it got to be where I didn't even have to shut the lights off. I just had to turn the music on, and he would just literally pass out.
Oh, wow.
You know, so I pretty much hypnotized, and it still works to this day, and he's 11.
Yeah.
You know, I just don't turn that music on all the time now because we live at my mom's, and you know, then she can hear it, so I hear about it. You know,
Moms are a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
no, you know, they're only around for so
I know.
long.
I did it because my mom's watching. So.
I know, that's all right.
She's
Linda,
gonna beat
I'll
you up,
fix
Josh,
you.
and I'm
She
gonna
won't beat
support
me up.
her in that.
Um,
I'll do it for you.
There is a question. What happens if you get lost in the astral plane?
So, from what I understand, it's a catatonic experience. Like you remain in a catatonic state until you can be brought back.
So it's like the movie Insidious, The Further.
I've never seen that.
Never seen it? It's good.
No.
Maybe we should have movie night.
Yes.
Good. I got surround sound. It's awesome.
I own that movie. How convenient.
Apparently, I'm coming back here for
Movie night.
other things.
In the haunted red
You don't
room.
have to.
I'm just teasing you.
It's like, okay.
We can watch it in the red room. That's where the
Red
movies
room.
happen. Yeah.
That's my kill room, like Dexter has.
Oh shit!
I know.
I've been
Dude,
there a
that
bunch
is like
of
my
times.
favorite show.
No,
in
that's
the
really. I haven't
world.
watched it in a while. I should.
Dexter, I binge watched start to finish.
Yeah. Have you ever watched Mindhunters on Netflix?
Oh,
Yeah.
it's so good.
It is really good. It is really good. I know we're getting off on stuff, but yeah.
No, another
Two
one
questions from
is
your- if you see them too.
can't remember.
Yeah, no,
what
I just
the
gotta
name
watch
of
my
the
time
show
because
is.
I gotta be up at.
You gotta go.
I have to be at.
I'll
three-
have
I
to
be up
send
at
you
3
the
in
other
morning,
one.
is the
It
problem.
was crazy.
So I
It
gotta
was like
watch
government
it.
conspiracy stuff.
So,
Um.
and I can take him back or something.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you have to go, that's fine, Anna. I have
I
another
probably
way
see about
home.
another 15 minutes, but because
Okay.
I gotta be up
Well,
very
Uber
early in
your
the
ass.
morning.
I mean, Jeff will drive me.
Yeah.
That's my Uber.
So
I know.
I can't
Um,
get up
any
early
money.
mornings.
I live in
guys.
Green Blank, so it's not
Not that far.
that far. So Tracy wants to know. Oh, Amber, by the way, I did pin your comment so that Michelle's shop is just down there.
Thanks,
for anytime-
Amber. Love you,
Anytime
sis.
that people want to see it. Tracy says, oh wait, no, we already asked her that one. Tracy wants to know, can you tell what dogs want to say? Like if a dog spirit came to you, would that be like a message or just like, hey, your dog's here?
Sometimes I get like I used to get messages because people have direct questions.
Oh,
You
okay.
know, so it's like you can't ask them questions just like human spirits.
There you go.
So they, just respond to me differently.
Mm. They don't just like bark and be like, pet me.
Right. So my favorite dog is a Great Dane because like they stand on you and they lean.
Yes, I love it.
And
I hate tall dogs.
I think they're cool though, but my favorite's a Weimaraner
Oh, really?
because they're that bluish gray. I used to
My
have
friend
one,
had
but it
one.
bit my
They're
daughter.
cute dogs.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever seen one
They're
in
pretty.
person.
Yeah,
but
they're pretty.
on the internet. Some dog
I
shows.
say that my son was reincarnated. My dog is my son.
No.
Because of his eyes. Like
Mm.
the dog had the same color eyes as my son has.
Mm.
And my son, so what happened with my dog is that one night, I bought the dog when Alexis was at her dad's house, which was my first mistake. Okay, so the dog attached itself to me.
Yep.
So one night it was sleeping with me, and Alexis decided she was having a bad dream and wanted to come sleep with me, so she went to crawl into bed with me, freaked the dog out, and the dog grabbed onto her.
Oh wow.
So it was, an evening at the hospital and cleaning the wound and la 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 la. Long story short, my mom and dad freaked out, get rid of that dog, something's wrong with it. So I took him to the Humane Society and turned him in, or they were gonna come get him. And I never got over that. And then when my son was born, I'm like, oh my God, Chopper's eyes, because his name was Chopper.
Mm.
And it even gets funnier now that he's getting older. And when Sam was a toddler, he used to bite Alexis all the time.
Jeez.
And we always used to take Chopper through McDonald's drive-thru and get him cheeseburgers. And my son's favorite food is cheeseburgers. Like, he will literally eat cheeseburgers 2-3 times a day, 7 days a week.
I mean, go off, I guess.
Right,
enjoy.
and water. The dog loved water. So, you'd say water, and Chopper would run to the bathroom and jump in the bathtub and wait for you to turn the water on.
Aw.
Oh wow.
And then he would stand there and lap up the water, around
So
the
he would have
backyard.
really liked living where you live now.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
We had to get a cast iron sprinkler because the dog would play with the sprinkler.
Oh, that's so cute. I love dogs.
Yeah. So I believe that my son is my dog reincarnated, and whatever.
You never know.
Oh.
Mandy did want to know if you have recommendations other than the binaural beats, since you mentioned to not use them for chakra music and stuff like that.
So it's not that I don't recommend them. I recommend them if you know what you're doing. Start small. I always, for people that are just starting to meditate, there's a book called The 8-Minute Meditation. It'll teach you how to start meditating in your own mind. Because meditation is becoming at peace at yourself, quieting the mind, being one with your breath. When you can master that, you can do pretty much anything, and then you can add the music to it. Sometimes people can't achieve the quietness because they don't give it enough time. That's why they say the 8-minute meditation is great, for learning, because it's only 8 minutes and you set a
By
timer.
Victor DeVich.
What?
I just looked it up.
Probably. Is it blue? Yeah.
Okay.
You can get it on
I
Amazon.
would say if you find the link, you
Yeah.
can put it in the comments, Anna, or you can just look it up.
Okay.
But it's a really good book to start with. It's simplistic and easy to understand, and I'm all about simplistic and easy to understand.
That's the way to be. Too
kindergarten.
complicated, it's too much.
And it really isn't complicated. Like, things are so simplistic that they make them hard.
That's fair. For most things.
Right. And meditation doesn't have to be sitting like this in a chair or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
You can literally sit somewhere and stare off into space for 20 minutes if you want. That's a meditation.
Oh, then I meditate all the time.
Yeah.
Jeff, we're meditating constantly.
Yes. I was doing it while we were here too. I just zoned for a second.
Are
Are you falling
everybody,
asleep? Are we boring
Anna
you?
No,
posted
no.
the link
Yep.
for he has ADD. So that's what
Right.
people with ADD do.
Yeah.
So-
Maybe we need to Reiki.
Jennifer says, do you
try.
believe people can truly die from heartbreak? Have you ever spoken to someone who's expressed that was the cause of their death to you?
It's
I believe in it. I have a friend that has a broken heart. She hasn't died from it, but I have heard of people dying from broken hearts. And
Sorry, is that weird?
I think that it's something that is a very deep-rooted love trauma. And that is one thing that I don't deal with anymore. What are you fucking doing?
He's
the
feeling
cold
for
around
cold.
me.
That's all like, what are you doing?
I'm trying
Why
to
don't
touch
you
you.
know, is it-
I'm not touching you.
Jeff's feeling for cold.
Mom,
around his
he's
body.
touching me. Well,
Yeah, because my hand just got cold all of a sudden.
give me some sun, boy.
Oh, yeah,
Oh, I'm
Jeff's
sorry
okay.
again. I don't live on a lake.
No, it's not from the lake, and it's not from the boat. It's
Uh-huh.
from mowing the lawn.
There you go.
That's what this is from.
Jeff's tan right now, actually. Yeah.
Okay, I think that's across my stomach. Like I was out one day with my two-piece bathing suit on, and I have a tan mark across my stomach, and it might be that dark.
Yeah. That's me naturally. That's my natural skin tone.
He's not watching, but a guy I work with came over yesterday, and I haven't seen him since we worked at the station, and he is whiter than that.
Oh, that's pretty.
Like
pretty
the
pale.
sun peeked out, and I was like, oh my god.
That's
Yeah.
Bubba.
I love that guy.
Okay,
though,
so
but, yeah, it was
I'm
weird.
Serbian, so I am naturally dark to begin with. I have olive complexion, so it instantly turns dark.
I've got
As
the
an
olive skin.
Italian, I'm like,
Yeah.
go in the sun for 2 minutes, and it's like, hello, tan.
Yeah, but both my children are milky white,
Yeah.
and fry. Like, my son burns so bad he bubbles.
Yeah.
Oh,
I have
gosh.
that
Yeah.
one.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's bad.
Because I've got
Freaked me
the
out a little bit.
all the Slavic skins.
Yeah.
Oh, mainly Ukrainian, so.
Good
Yeah.
times, good times.
So what else?
That's
Come
all the
on.
questions
No
we
more
have from the
questions?
thing.
It has been pretty quiet on here.
I guess I should ask, can you tell
Well, it has been
when
over
you
2
meet
hours.
when you meet somebody? Can you go, oh, that person is
Absolutely.
an empath or whatever?
Oh, you mean see that they have talents?
I guess, yeah.
No, because I don't think that people send off that type of energy unless they're boasting about it.
Right.
I normally pick up on the negatives, like, ooh.
Oh yeah. Well,
Like, nice to meet you.
it was lovely. I'm gonna back away slowly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I
I,
usually feel like
in
a negative.
in my position in life, I have people thrusted at me all the time, and it's crazy. I like to work alone.
Now, I've got a question, and I'm sure it's probably already the answer that I know, but last night we were in this hallway, and
Which
and
hallway?
the one where we couldn't even spit out our questions and they were getting answered. Remember?
Oh, we were in the on the main. We were actually in the cell.
Yeah. So is that actually possible? Like they can?
Or
They
no,
can
I'm
hear
sorry.
them.
It was in
Okay.
the.
Yeah,
That's
so
what I
like
was telling you.
we've
They-
done that on the table.
So
So
I wanted more clarification.
So we can do that on the table because sometimes people want to ask questions and they don't want people to know what they're asking because
it was
it's
the hallway
either
on the other side.
embarrassing
of the
or
cells.
personal or something. So we tell them to ask it in their head. I don't encourage that because first of all, you're using me as a medium. I want to know what the fuck you're saying.
Right.
That's
no,
fair.
I
You
get
know? But for people that get really, crazy shy about it, we do let them ask in their head, and the table will answer. But we don't know what it's answering, and I don't think that's fair.
Right. No, I
No,
get you.
especially if you're involving other people, you should give them
Their
respect,
energy, right.
Yeah.
So when they start doing that, I'm like, no. If you're gonna ask questions at the table, you're gonna ask them out loud. If you can't ask them here, you schedule a private session.
Right. No, we were just in that area, and it was before she could even spit out her question. Like,
Well, it was before you really even got your questions out. It was already
yeah, oh yeah,
answered.
that's what it was.
mainly
It was
him.
already answering because I
Yeah.
was.
What was answering though? Like, were you hearing it through the spirit box?
No,
It was
she had her
through the
pendulum.
pendulum.
Oh, okay.
So and then she's like, yeah, they can, they can read them before you can ask them, and I was like, all right, let's try this, and it seemed to be doing it, but I was still like, I don't know.
Yeah, like you can hold the pendulum and he can ask the question and it should answer.
So how do you
Yeah,
know though
that's
that
what
it's
it
the
was doing.
pendulum and not just your own hand or something going on in the room?
Can I see your pendulum, please?
Because it just looked like it's just a rock on a string.
Right. Good question. Little Miss Doubter. No. Okay, so they come with these little balls, and you know you like to play with balls.
I do. It's true about me.
So you hold it by the ball,
Mm-hmm.
and
Jeff just
Jeff-
just picked that
Jeff, I realize that you want to be held by the balls, but no.
up.
Not like that, I don't.
Oh,
Not with two fingers.
No.
But you can tell when someone's manipulating it, trying to make it move. But if I stop it and I'll be like, all right, show me yes. See, for me, it's front to back.
Yeah, it's interesting.
that doesn't look like anything special to me. No offense.
Okay, well, yeah, but if it's stopped like this
Yeah.
and then it starts to swing,
Because it was swinging earlier pretty good, and I wasn't even
Yeah.
asking
But
if
this
Because
is
there was a
just-
fan on
right.
in the room, and
because she
Well,
thought the
yeah.
fan was doing it earlier,
Fan's
and it
off.
wasn't.
but she wasn't asking any questions. So why would it be swinging?
who?
When Anna had it earlier, I'm not
Maybe
trying
someone
to
was trying to talk to her.
Yeah,
so.
that's
what
I
I'm
mean,
thinking. One of them was playing with
the
me.
one that came with the dowsing.
Yeah, I'm not trying to be a
rods,
jerk to
like-
anybody, but
No,
it's
no,
just
no.
a rock on a string.
Oh no, I get you.
Okay, show me no.
I'm
Now
kind of
change directions and show me no, so she can
I'm-
see you change.
I'm kind of a shaky person, so even when
Right,
I'm
that's what
doing
I was
the-
saying. Like your
Wait,
body
watch.
moves.
when I'm doing the dowsing rods, I even kind of wonder. I mean, I know I'm not doing it.
Right, you're not
but-
consciously doing
Yeah,
that.
but there's times where I'm kind of wondering. But if I know I did it, I'll be like, smooth.
Okay,
that
see,
was
it just
me.
changed directions.
Yeah.
Yep.
You could be doing that.
How?
I don't like with your body.
Let
I
me
mean,
see
I'm
your-
not saying you are trying to pull anything over.
No, but I know,
Right.
but that's what I'm saying. So,
So-
where would
Here.
where would it come from?
Because you know I'm not gonna bullshit this stuff.
Well, no, but you're not going to consciously do it. Subconscious, your body moves all the time. I'm just saying, like.
No, I
And
get
put
you.
your elbow here on the armrest too, and that way you can see that it's not moving.
Hold on, Bella wants to make sure what's going on. He's like, "Are you done?" No, I'm going. We're talking more. 'Cause I'm genuinely curious. It doesn't
Do
look like it's
circles.
moving to me. It won't work for me.
Swing circles. Come on.
I mean, I get that, but I mean,
Yeah, but do you see mine doing circles?
yeah.
Like I'm asking it to do specific things.
Yeah.
Do
So
you
what's
see
that
my hand
like?
moving?
Yeah, I mean, no, but still, I don't believe it. I'm sorry.
Want
It's
to try
still.
it?
Oh, it's gonna smack me.
It might.
Okay, let's stop it.
My hands got coldness on.
Doo-doo-doo-doo. That's not gonna work for me. Oh, there it goes. It's moving.
Is
Oh,
your hand
perfect,
moving?
guys,
You gotta
probably.
stop moving your arm.
Oh, see, now you're playing me.
No,
I'm
we're
not
gonna show
playing
you.
you.
I say you're playing Kimberlina games. I'm not doing
Okay,
anything.
concentrate.
Exactly.
Right.
Concentrate
It's like the
on
dowsing
not
rod.
moving it and say, okay, show me something.
Okay, like if it's real, move this thing, I guess.
Mine's really going. That's what it was doing to me earlier. Or last
Is
night.
Kim crazy?
Ah, we all already know the answer to that question.
You see that vibrate?
Mm-hmm.
I saw the strings vibrating.
I saw them. Yeah, I saw them too.
You did, didn't you?
Yeah, I saw them.
Yeah, I mean the strings are vibrating for sure.
But I feel like it's just like the dowsing rods. I mean, you know, you're holding them. You
Right.
feel the energy. You see the
But if
energy.
it works, it should work for everybody.
Not
But we already
necessarily.
know that.
Believe.
We already know that when you hold the dowsing rod, they
do whatever
swing
they
and
want.
poke you and.
Right. So
They're
how do you
like-
direct them?
What?
How do you direct the dowsing rods? You know, how do you get them to answer your questions?
I just ask them
just stand
questions.
there,
Right. They
But
don't work
she's
for me.
like she does the here. Let me go get mine. I'll
Okay,
show
then
you.
because they're just gonna stab me. It's gonna be hilarious for
It will
everybody.
be hilarious.
It's gonna be great. You're gonna be like, "What? This is never, never seen this before." It happens every time.
I can get mine to spin, so I think they're cool.
I just think like it's like she's not meaning to move it, but she's moving it. It's not. I'm not saying Anna's playing games or trying to pull something over on me. I'm not. That's not it at all, or you, or anybody.
No, trust me. Last night when she was doing that, I kept wondering if she was moving her hand at times. Because
It's like because you don't mean to. You
No,
move your body
yeah.
unconsciously, or you're sitting in a weird way, or like there. It's not like I say, "Oh, it's
See,
all."
I don't even put my thumbs up
Well,
here.
I
He does
just
steady
do
it.
it to steady it. Yeah.
I'm not like
So-
trying to be dismissive of anybody, but I'm like, why? Like, you know what I mean? I don't know. I know Anna's frustrated with me right now, but that's okay.
No, you're good.
All right. So we know my rules here.
It's just I don't
not
get
rules,
enough
but
at
X's
home where
yes
people
and a
believe
V
me
is
either,
no.
so-
Correct.
Just do it.
Yeah, I don't not believe you. I'm not believing the thing itself.
I know.
You do shake.
Right?
No,
How much monsters do you drink?
no,
He doesn't make any of those.
Yeah.
Well, you had a monster over there.
Well, I did, but I mean that was just to make sure I didn't fall asleep.
Oh, there you go. You did drink one.
Yeah, but I always kind of have a shake.
Shake.
But I'm
Shake
not.
it
I
up.
mean, my arms are shaking up and down a little bit, but I'm
Right.
not doing anything.
Right, but that's like I'm not. I just don't understand how. Like, if it works, why doesn't it work for me?
Can
Dowsing
you?
rods or pendulum?
Either of them.
Oh, you can't do.
Alright, can
Here, let
you-
me see. Let me play
Alright.
with your rod.
All right, I don't know who.
No, I'm
hold on.
genuinely curious. I'm not trying to like
Right.
be dismissive
No, you're
of
good.
anybody.
It's good.
Right.
It's a good
It's
question.
So-
Like I feel
It's valid.
All right,
yeah,
so
I'm just like,
whoever is
why?
manipulating
It's
these
weird.
right now, we're gonna hand them over to Kim,
Oh God, here it comes.
and please don't play with her like you normally do.
no,
It
they can. They
It
can do
is
whatever they
hilarious,
want.
but let's just get her to see.
Show
Fair.
her some truth.
I don't mind either way. It doesn't matter to me. I'm always gonna still when we
Okay.
go on
They're
investigations.
gonna play nice with you.
Yeah, we'll see. I
They're
still.
cold as hell right now too.
Okay, here we go. Just do.
So like, do you
That's always
balance?
happens.
No, take your thumbs off.
Doesn't matter. It's like, look, it's time
It's
to
trying to
Nice.
spin.
Here it comes. It's time to poke Kim.
So they're trying to spin in circles like they do for
See
me.
if I'm doing-
Why?
Which one?
What's that mean?
It just shows energy.
So they're not. That's what they do every time I pick them up.
Here, let me see.
Everyone always says that, Jennifer, that these things don't work for me because I'm skeptical. It just sounds like an excuse to me. Like electricity works all the time. Doesn't matter if you believe in it or not.
Okay, I just asked them to straighten out. So now I ask a question.
Who?
Ask a question.
Me, Kim, or Anna?
I don't care. Someone answer a question.
Is Tom controlling the dowsing rods right now?
Tom, my homie.
Remember, we do X for yes and V for no.
See, I think it's cool, like when other people do it, but I just don't I don't understand it fully, I guess.
Why don't you want to answer?
'Cause he doesn't like you.
He doesn't. Nope. See, he's shaking his head. No.
So, is it somebody else besides Tom?
Who is it?
Nope.
But they're not spinning, so I guess there's that.
Right.
Because you said they spin all the time. So what's it mean when they spin? Or do we not know?
I think
I
they're
don't
toying with the entities toying. You
that
know,
would
it's a
make
play-
sense for me,
It's a play
especially
thing.
if it's fucking Tom.
So, will I be back doing lives with ghostly hauntings in the future? Tom is still saying no.
Tom, you don't get to decide that.
See?
I think it's interesting and it's cool that Anna can get answers, and I'm not trying to say it doesn't, like, but I'm always going to be skeptical. There's not going to be anything that's going to.
Mm-hmm. Do you have kids?
Yeah.
So what do you do with mother's intuition?
Tom.
Oh, no, I
you
believe
still
in
here with
that.
me?
It's the same shit.
No, it's not. It's a stick.
But you believe in ghosts.
Yeah.
Tom, are you here?
You don't find that a little messed up?
No.
Okay. Do you,
I've seen and experienced ghosts my whole life. It's normal to me. Like, I just don't understand how this, if it is going to work, it should work.
do you
I don't
like
know.
Find the water.
do you like fucking with Kim?
Well, we already know the answer to that.
He's not going to answer you now.
Yeah, he will.
No, he's not.
Why?
I'm telling you, he's not going to answer you.
I bet you he will.
He'll talk his head off after I leave.
Tom will get used to you.
It's not about getting used to me. It's I'm different for him. It's not a bad thing or a good thing. I'm just saying I'm different.
Did you turn
for
the
him.
light on in there? Or
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I
I forgot
turned
you
it
went in there. I was like, why is the light on? The ghosts!
Tom, if you're willing, will you point in the direction that you're standing in?
Oh, where's Tom?
Back. So back by the bathroom door there?
I think he's like at the end of the
I
stairs.
think he's right there.
End of the stairs?
Tom's like,
I'm
right
not
here,
gonna
bitches.
fucking answering you.
He's like right there.
Pretend like she's not here. Yeah, he's right there.
Why is it pointing at me now, Tom?
He was just answering, Kim.
Thanks, Tom.
Goddamn.
He's poking me. He's trying to poke me from over there.
Is
So.
You
there-
just want him to poke you.
No.
Is
Tom
there
and I are
anybody
pals.
else down here with you?
He's gonna be weird about it tonight.
One was-
They're all just watching. I think 9 people.
Oh, okay.
One is me and one's Anna. So really 7.
7.
Everyone
Okay.
got mad because I was like, I don't believe in this crap, which is fine. I don't mind. I'm used to it.
All right, buddy. All right.
It's
I'm
not
gonna-
even
I'm
that.
gonna put these down. All right.
I guess I
We'll
yeah.
talk later. All right. Cool, man. Thank you, sir.
It always sounds like I'm trying to start an argument with people or like say I don't believe in them, but I'm just trying to understand stuff. You know what I mean? Like
No, I get you. I get you for sure.
It's interesting discussion, I guess. Like
Mm-hmm.
that different people can get things like this to work or whatever, and maybe it is a block because I don't really 100% believe it, but that sounds like garbage talk to me. You know, like I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm right. I'm saying that's my, yeah, I believe in ghosts and all that weird shit. I don't believe in demons and angels, but I believe in ghosts.
Yeah. No, I get you. I'm right there. You know.
Yeah, we're the same.
Yeah.
So it's,
I,
feel like
look,
you don't
I
know
don't
what we're
believe in the
talking
shit
about.
I do.
yeah, it still works for you.
Right.
So obviously it's not a block I'm setting up.
Well, I just think it's a society block that we were given many years ago, and
That's fair.
I mean, the only thing that ever stuck with me that a psychic said to me was I'd always have everything I ever needed. So,
I mean,
and I look at that as true content because I have different talents that can do many things. So,
Yeah.
My screen.
Yeah.
is
I feel like that's
broken,
true for
so I
most
didn't know
people.
if
They just
my
don't
shit was
You
active.
always
utilize
tap
it.
into it or utilize it.
but that's the message I needed to hear. way back then.
Right, exactly. And yeah, a lot of people that are into this kind of stuff experience negativity, like Anna said, and we've all experienced that one way or the other because of what we even read, what we do or whatever.
Alexis, hit me up when you're done there.
Oh, But like, just know whenever I say things like this, it comes from a genuinely curious place, not a jerky place. I guess it just comes off that way because of how I talk. But I try to be thoughtful and understanding, but
you're not.
I'm just not. I guess it doesn't matter how I say things. It always comes across like an asshole. I don't know why.
Okay, so it's a tone. Like, I have a tone.
Just how I talk,
I can be
yeah.
talking to people and they're like, why are you so mad? I'm not fucking mad.
Oh,
I'm
I
just
know,
trying to get my goddamn point apart.
Yeah, I
you
get
know?
that all the time from my husband. Why are you so mad? Well, I wasn't mad until you asked me why
I
I
was
was
mad.
mad.
Yeah. Why do you think I'm mad? Like, what did I do to
What
make
did
you mad?
do?
Right.
So I don't know. It's interesting. It's really cool, like to think about and to learn about, and that's basically what I'm doing in this weird group that we're doing. Is just trying to experience and see what other people do.
Get your freak on.
I'm always trying to get my freak on to see something spooky. You know, talk to some ghosts, hang out with Tom. It's all chill.
Tom's the shit.
Yeah,
He goes everywhere.
he does. He goes like everywhere, Jeff.
I think he's like the ride or die in
He is
in
Jeff's
the car.
ride or die. Yeah, it's true. I would say that's accurate.
Joel's
Tom's
like
pretty
that,
cool.
too.
Joel comes around a lot. Yeah, they're both cool dudes.
Yep. We BFFs.
They talk to us. We talk to them more than we talk to anybody else. For whoever said we neglect them earlier.
Right? Honestly, like, if I can't, talk to anybody, like, they're just not coming around me,
Yeah.
it's all of a sudden like, okay, like, does anybody want to talk to me? And I'll get a yes. I'm like,
Yeah.
is it, anybody from this location?
Yeah.
No. And I'm like,
Well, couldn't you like then be like use Tom as like a bridge or a guide or whatever, for lack of a better fucking word for it?
I mean, it could.
You're like, Tom, get your homies to come talk to me.
Right. I don't know.
Holla at your boy.
He it might be just one of those things like, oh, nobody's talking to you, so I'm going to come talk to you. So,
Tom could help out.
I know. Well, it was like when we were at the cemetery,
That's true.
trying to talk to my grandma, and, we kept getting an interaction with the Ouija board, but we could never get like a straight answer, from the questions only I would know the answers to.
Right.
And then I was just
gravity
like,
loves things.
Yeah.
Loves the things.
and then I was like, okay, well, if we're not talking to my grandma, like, can you spell your name for me? And it goes to T, and then it goes to O, but I wasn't gonna say anything right off the bat in case I was wrong. And then, and Kim wasn't even looking at the board, I don't think.
No, I try not to.
And it goes to M, and I was like,
Because I
"What's
don't want
up,
to
Tom?"
influence it.
I'm like, what's up, Tom? And then he started talking to us.
I look away, and usually
Yeah,
we have
she'll-
one person, like Anna will read if she's there. She has great night vision.
She does.
She can see like the end of those dowsing rods in the dark, and I'm like, she's like, yes. And I'm like, I can't see it, but I believe you.
Right?
I believe you that they're giving you a yes, girl.
Do they have a hole in the end of them?
No.
I wonder. Okay, so my buddy Eric shoots guns, and he has glow-in-the-dark sights for the guns.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if you could put those on the end of the dowsing rods. So
But
could
when you
see
use
them.
use the night vision, if you line it up right, you can see the ends.
Yeah.
Like when we were outside, I could
But
see the
that'd
ends
be
just
kind of
the right
interesting,
way.
though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Maybe even get
just
glow in the
like-
dark paint,
Yeah.
but then
Like
you'd have to
dip 'em.
expose it to light.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, even if it's like just one of those little laser pointers for a few and just tape the button down,
That would weigh them down though.
True.
Then they wouldn't work right.
Possibly.
Even for
Little
you
tiny
or Anna,
LED
where it works
lights.
for them.
Right.
Even for people at work, they'd be like, "Nope." You would all get what I get, just spinning.
Right? It'd just be like, where are you pointing?
Maybe you need
And
to
there's like a
center
deer.
yourself more.
I wouldn't even know where to start.
Just come see me, girl. Come see me.
Diller, you're
Come
gonna work the skeptic out of me.
Not really working the skeptic out of you. I'm gonna help you enhance your
Okay.
abilities so you can feel it a little bit more.
Yeah. Well, I can feel them like
So
crazy.
then why don't you believe it?
What?
Oh,
I
you
believe in
believe
ghosts.
You just don't believe in the divination tools.
I'm not gonna say I don't believe in them. I just don't think that they're 100% like all the time. I think that there is an element of human influence in them. Just like Ed, when you do a science experiment, you try to take as much of the human element out of it as you can,
Right.
and you have to confirm it as much as you can with other means.
So, okay, I have a vice grips Can we put those in a vice script to see if they can get them to work in the garage?
We can try, but I can't transfer the live out there.
We'll do that. We'll make
No,
a
I
video
mean not
out of it.
tonight.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
just saying, like when we go out the next time,
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Because we can throw in the and then there's no human interaction.
There's no human interaction.
Okay, yeah, we can do that.
That would be interesting. That would be a
We could
cool
do that.
experiment, which I love experiments.
I'm all about research.
Let's do it.
You
I'm
know,
excited for
and
that.
that's the thing. Read, people read.
Well, and like somebody said too, like you can put the pendulum
What do you
on
see?
a,
No, I was
on a
thinking if I had
stand.
something down here that we
Oh.
could do it
which would
with.
be interesting too. Like this one person said, well, they do have stands for pendulums.
They
Then
do, they
also, you know, you would just have the environmental factor, and because honestly, it's not even like I'm trying to say you guys are trying to fuck with me or mess with me or like fake something. It's just that like.
It's one of the things in the world that you just aren't
It's
real 100% sure about.
Not 100%, yeah, and I'm not saying, oh, it does, I don't believe in it, because obviously I wouldn't trust you guys when you give the answers
Yeah.
for our investigations or whatever. If that was the case, I'd be like, you guys are full of shit, I'm quitting. You know, if that was the case. But
If I was
no.
doing what now? Sorry.
Like, if I thought it was all 100%
Actually
fake.
working. No.
I was watching a wisp go by
You
my
had zoop
face.
zoops?
Yeah. I had zoop
Zoop
zoops.
Yeah, we call them zoop zoops.
Yeah.
So, like, I
If you
mean,
would watch
I
the
wouldn't
videos,
sit here and
you
go,
would
like, yeah,
know
I
already.
agree and believe
I
in what you
have
guys are
watched
saying.
some of your videos.
All
Yeah.
of them.
Not all of them. It's a lot of video to watch.
It's a lot, but it's entertaining the whole time from start to finish.
Look, as much as I'm in love with you,
Wow,
those
she admitted it
videos are
on live.
so long sometimes.
Look,
I don't have that kind
I
of
cut
time.
out all the stuff
But I
that
did
is
some of
not
them.
good.
Oh, well, now I have to rewatch
Yeah.
them, all right. Well,
And Anna,
I keep
look at
them as
her.
short as I can.
no,
Look at her
it's,
beautiful
and I get
face.
that. But it's
Look at her
like,
beautiful
Exactly.
hair.
I mean, people
Not
send me
that great.
videos
You're
all the
great.
time
You're
to watch, and
great.
I literally
Yeah.
don't have the
Yeah,
time
you
that
are.
people think I do. You know, because I work all the time. Do you know how hard it is having a store?
You could put it on in the store.
Yeah.
Like,
You
it's,
could.
well, okay, but then I'm not watching. I do that,
That's
but
fair,
I'm not
that's
watching,
fair.
and I need to watch
Yeah.
that.
That's true.
So that's got to be like in your face in the evening
Yeah,
kind
it's
of
something you
thing.
can't just listen to. That's,
Yeah,
Right.
That's fair, Anna.
true. Yeah.
But it
that's
would
true.
No,
amp
there's
our
days I wanna,
watch
but I'm
time.
like, I
Did
can't
you
just
watch
listen.
the
I have
Blood
to
Road
see
one
it.
though?
Yes, I did.
So, I
Okay,
get
that
you.
was weird.
I
If
didn't
I've
watch
never watched
the,
them
I
yet.
didn't watch the
Right.
So.
the Q&A one about
Oh,
it,
that's fine.
Oh, that-
but I
Afterthoughts.
watched the Blood Road one because I've been down Blood
Oh,
Road.
yeah, yeah,
I
that's
used to
right.
live
You should
there.
watch the Afterthoughts one when you get a chance.
Well, I'd like to go down there
Let's go.
and
Yeah.
shoot some footage.
Yeah.
I think it would be awesome.
It'd be cool if you came on an investigation with us.
I haven't been to that one.
I would love
so.
to.
I just invited you.
I
I
also
know you did.
well,
If
I
Mandy's
also
still
have,
watching, she's gonna be like, "Damn it!"
I have 4 deer cams that I want to set up around my shed in my backyard too,
Okay.
so we can pick up some of the stuff that happens
Ooh.
out there.
Hmm.
Yeah, I have one.
And
that got
Eric's like, "You
corroded
got
and
4
died."
deer cams." I'm like, "Yeah, they're
Oh,
one,
that's right,
they're
yeah.
1-second reactors too,
Hmm.
so they take pictures
Yeah,
really quick."
yeah.
Okay.
You
And
could probably set up video too if you wanted to.
probably.
That's what
But I
Jeff's
gotta get a
mom's
video
throwing
camera
some
first.
subtle shade
No,
on the
like,
You
comments.
can do it with the
Yeah,
video
love it.
cameras.
She said
Yeah.
fast forward is a
Oh,
beautiful
really?
thing.
Yeah, you should be able to.
I don't know. See, I don't know that. I think they're just cameras.
Mine I could do video with, and photos,
Well, it depends on
and
the one
time
you
lapse.
get.
Yeah.
I think they all have it. I believe.
Okay, night, John.
What's
Oh,
happening
Jen's
now?
leaving.
Yeah.
Night,
She's
Jen.
gonna go get some food. Well, we did run over anyway, but you know.
Oh, yeah, we were around.
And then Tracy
Fast forward
said,
is wonderful.
yeah, Tracy said she loves how you talk to your spirits, Jeff.
Like I said, they're his friends.
They're his friends.
They are.
It's true, Tom.
I keep touching you. I'm sorry.
Sorry. It's your problem, not mine.
I mean, it's
Really?
getting real weird in this basement.
It is.
It's hot down here.
The sexual tension is.
No, it's these fucking lights, man.
They're LEDs. They're not even that warm.
I know that's why Anna's got her cool glasses on so she can see us all without
Well,
blinding
Anna's
herself.
tired.
Yeah.
Yeah, Anna needs to go home so she can go to work.
Yeah. All right. Well, there's no more questions, correct?
No more questions.
All right, well, you all
Anna
been a
needs to go
blast.
home so she can go to work. And so we already gone
Thanks
over and
for
taken
picking
more
my
of her
brain.
time than
Yeah.
we wanted to.
Time is
So it's
Oh,
quarter
it's
to
9
9.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
45 over.
So,
Yeah.
alright.
I gotta charge you now.
We love you.
You gotta charge me.
Tune in for more interesting discussions with our
Yup.
team
And-
about
Yes.
my weird theories and their weird theories, and
We're gonna research some of the
we're gonna
theories.
we're gonna science this situation, which I'm excited about.
And next month, it's not the end of the month. It's the 3rd Sunday before the end of the month.
Because of haunt season.
Yeah. So if that
It'll be
opens
October
up,
20th, guys.
Yep. So if that's
What's going on?
open,
Wait, what about September? You do it every
September
other month?
20th.
There's September.
Oh,
Sorry,
September
guys.
20th.
My
That's
bad.
great, Anna.
Oh,
You're
October,
tired.
October though, we won't have one if the hunt is open though.
Yeah, as long as the hunt can stay
Because
open, we won't be able to
we
be
won't
here.
be able to do it.
Because we'll be open.
Yeah.
We'll be working.
Yeah.
I'll be in my room being spooky.
So
And
we'll
so,
just have to come
yeah.
there.
And Jeff will be doing jobs. Other
I'll
jobs.
just be my little demon self.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anna's gonna be a demon. I'm gonna be a doll. We'll be busy those nights.
Yeah.
I bet you're a scary little fucking doll too. Right?
She can be creepy. I mean, she looks creepy, but she doesn't scare me.
Nothing scares you.
I know.
Yeah.
That's because I'm cool.
I don't mind. It's okay.
I don't know.
No,
I think
you're not
it's-
gonna scare everybody.
Right.
People are always like, "Oh, I'm not scared of hunters." Okay. Cool. I guess.
Yeah.
No worries. Thank
Alright,
you,
guys.
Andy,
Alright,
for
guys.
sponsoring our video.
Yeah,
you
thank
can
you
be a
for
sponsor
sponsoring.
too.
Hit us up. Message
This angle's
the
super flattering on me.
the page. There, Kim was flaunting her boobs for you.
No, I
So,
was looking like I
those
was
are
fat.
boobs?
I was fat. I was pretending I was.
For that show, you need to donate some money. Use the PayPal.
No.
The PayPal.
No.
And make sure you
QR.
notated Kim's boobs.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Or go to the
Patreon. There
Thank
is
you.
no OnlyFans for this.
No. And then buy stuff.
You can see. You won't know what nipple I'm sending you a picture of. Though,
Yeah.
So good
Yeah.
luck.
It could be your
And,
husband.
if you want some stickers, that donate thing that I've got on the page.
They are really cool on
Yeah.
water bottles.
Yep. There's 3 to choose from, so choose wisely.
Like the ghosts.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The booby ghosts.
Yep.
The boogans, as we call them.
But other than that, subscribe to the channel.
Absolutely.
And,
Bye.
See ya.
I love
Bye.
you. Except for you.
Later.
I don't like you. Figure out which one.